Welcome everybody to episode 59 of A Martial Arts Explosion. It's record. Once again. As usual with me, we have PJ, who I was moaning at Mono again. PJ.
Hello.
There he is. There's also Feasel.
There's also me.
There's also him. There's a Duck Fist. Who's
Well,
returned.
hello.
There he is. Then there's our special guest. We got 3 guests this week for Records Week. There was meant to be another, but we forgot to invite him. There's Nez Kamikaze. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's in this. He's in the box. We gotta someone. Beetle, you gotta unwrap Nez. You can't leave him.
I'm in here. Someone
No,
let me out.
But then his value goes down. We better leave him in there. In a few years, we could sell him for a big profit.
I don't know. He's dying. He's dying. I don't know what's going on. But there's also Golden.
I just want to go on the record as saying I didn't do it. So.
I did do it.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it, Golden.
Dang. You got me.
He's trying. He's trying in the background. I could hear him. But it doesn't matter. We'll leave him. There's also Murphigator in his very first SSB appearance. Murph.
It's true.
There he is. That's him. That's his voice. I know it.
It's right over there. See?
Can't believe it.
I don't believe it. I think you're...
I don't believe it, and I'm here.
Come on, Nez. You can do it. We gotta let Nez...
I love the bleeps and bloops.
Yeah.
I know. I thought that was Murph for a second.
You can hear the struggle. He is trying.
He's really trying. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, we're gonna keep going with the show and let Nez chip in, baby.
What? We're gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep going, yeah.
I thought that was the end of it.
No.
I had the outro already queued up. Cool.
Hey, speaking of recaps, PJ, what have you done this week?
Oh boy, what have I done? So I did a lot of attempts this weekend. I did a few ActRaiser 2 attempts, and I wasn't expecting anything good to happen, and instead I had an amazing attempt that ended from RNG. Lost like 40 seconds to a door spawning in a bad spot, and then it killed me. So that was pretty cool.
That happens all the time in real life.
So I switched to Super Ghouls and Ghosts, because that's a lot more fun to run. And, yeah, I accidentally got really good attempts in those, too. So I made it to the final stage of Loop 1, 55 seconds ahead of Koreshi's run, with a death. So that was pretty cool. So I did like a whole bunch of attempts of that yesterday, like 200 attempts, and had my highest view count ever, which is pretty surprising.
What did you get to?
Like a few hundred. I had 730 at one point.
Wow.
It was hovering at like 650 for the last few hours, which is crazy. I don't understand how I trapped all of them, but I did somehow.
They probably trapped them in the reset loop. They're about to leave. They're like, when he gets to stage 4, I'm going to leave.
Right. Yeah, well, they tried to navigate away, and it asked them for the password. And they tried password, but they didn't try password 1, so they were all stuck. So there was that. And then I bought some PlayStation 1 games, because I have a PlayStation 2 now. And so I bought Blasto and Swagman. Obviously, staples of any PlayStation 1 collection.
Why would I think that you would get something that I would have heard of?
You should have just asked me for one of my spare copies of Swagman and Blasto. Why did you buy them?
So I was playing
Blasto. Things that come
Blasto.
to mind when people say, "What are the best PlayStation 1 games? What should I get?"
Obviously, Blasto.
Well, of course, Blasto is the first one you gotta get.
My copies of... No, actually, my favourite thing about Blasto, because I watched a bit of that, was that Uyama still managed to come in with a random fact about Blasto.
Yeah.
Dude,
Uyama
never
doesn't
underestimate Uyama.
Yeah, his facts are really strong. So the best thing about Blasto is my first time playing it, I say, this feels like a game you can just run through a wall. Within 30 seconds, I side-hopped through a wall and died out of bounds. So then I proceeded to find out-of-bounds and clips in the first 3 stages with the help of Reno. And so we can skip those entire stages. And in stage 4, I found this massive out-of-bounds, and it happens to be a water stage. So...
You can swim everywhere.
You can swim all the way to stage 7 from stage 4.
But what about the babes?
I don't collect any babes. I just swim right past them in the blackness. So yeah, we swim straight from stage 4 to stage 7, and they spawn us right next to the exit, and there's just a wall between us and the exit, but I can't get through it. So yeah, that's been a lot of good fun.
Cool stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Feasel, what have you been up to?
Oh man, this week, let's see. I did a heck of a lot of emulator practice for a bunch of different games, and didn't do much streaming, but I came up with a bunch of new strats rather, in Ninja Turtles, including a good strat for the last corridor, which you'll probably hear something about when we play the highlight video. So that was fun. So it's good to know that my practice paid off. And I've also been messing around with a couple other games, one of them being Metroid, and that was just sort of started on a whim. I was looking for a random game off the shelf to play. And it turned out that some of the tricks are pretty hard, but other ones are not as hard as they look. And so, I don't know, it's slowly getting a bit more consistent. So
Metroid as in NES Metroid?
Yeah, as in the original Metroid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's actually nice. It's a more subtle game than I'd thought. Like, I didn't think that there was much to the mechanics, but there's a bunch of stuff like how you're slower when you're jumping than when you're on the ground that affects different things, and just the way you fall, and this popping out of the morph ball and getting a free jump lets you sort of like double jump your way to some places you shouldn't be able to get to. So it's pretty. It's got some fun things in it.
Awesome. Russ, Duckfist.
Hey, what's
What's
up?
your history? What's been going on?
Oh man, it's rich
Your
and
history.
filled with content. Yes.
That's it, yeah.
Well, in the past week, I guess speedrun related. I did a bunch of Ninja Gaiden 1, probably the most, just grinding out that any percent. I have a 1220 now, just trying to get under 1210. Eventually, that's my goal. And did a couple of runs on Ninja Gaiden 2, trying to de-rust on that a little bit, just to stay on, just to be able to, run it still. And did some Adventure Island 2, practicing that. Sadly, no PBs actually in either of those games. Ninja Gaiden 2 is never going to happen though. I was actually like a minute ahead in Adventure Island 2 going into the last world, and the 5th stage from the end, I'd pick the wrong egg, and that just ends a run, So no execution, nothing that actually ends runs normally.
Right.
I picked
The
the wrong
eggs-
egg.
The eggs are the best.
It's dumb. So
Genius
I'm going for-
moments in video game programming. Those eggs.
Oh, I know. There's like 10 eggs, like specific eggs you gotta remember. It's like dumb. But I'm shooting for sub 26 minutes. So
Awesome.
I'll get that eventually. Oh, and I started de-rusting Mega Man 10 yesterday. Did a couple of plays.
You can't escape. Why do you play it? You hate that game.
What? I never said I hate that game.
You hate running it at marathons. Okay, that's close enough.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, right.
Wait, de-rusting. Does that mean you got record? Isn't that how it works?
No,
You
but
played it twice.
Time
okay,
to do
see,
my
I-
first run in a month. Oh, look at that.
yeah, I played for 30 minutes, and then every run after that becomes a world record attempt. So
Yeah.
that's how it is. That's pretty much it, man.
Played for 30 minutes. That's not even a full playthrough. Just
No, that's like
halfway
3
through the
time
game.
stats.
All right,
No
I'm
wonder
ready.
he's breaking world records after 30 minutes. As for myself, because I go before the guests, sorry guests, but it's me next. I had DR Singe came over to my house for this weekend, and we did some Devil May Cry 3 co-op. That was 1:38 at the start of the weekend, and now it's 1:30:25 or something. So we sort of crushed that. It's really, really, really easy. It's really easy, in fact. So easy, even I can't mess it up.
Whoa.
And then, yeah, I know, it's impressive. I also did a Bayonetta run. I also found out this weekend you could install games to your 360. Did you guys know that? And then they load like way faster.
Huh.
It's like crazy. So I got my second fastest real-time Bayonetta run.
I'm typing 360 into Urban Dictionary right now.
Just like
It's that
load.
thing you play CVHD on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Load times is such a silly thing to have to worry about when choosing games to run, especially like PlayStation stuff, like PS2 and how certain.
Yeah, that's
I don't
horrible.
even want to deal with that.
That's horrible. But on PC it's great because I have the money to buy an SSD, so therefore I should get rewarded for it.
yeah. And then Oasis runs your game, and he has 20 of them running in
Rage.
Yeah. then it's not fair.
No.
I also played some Metal Gear Rising, and I'm actually going to start practicing and learning the route this week. But it's all pretty good. Aside from that, I've ended up watching Cool Kid stream like about as much as he's streaming.
Yeah,
Today
I was enjoying watching him do Quake. It's insane. I didn't realize what a movement-based platformer the thing really is.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. I was watching his stream today, and he streamed for like 8 hours, and I was watching the whole time while playing games with DR Singe, and the whole time I was like, he's still streaming and playing games, not realizing that I'd been watching the whole time and also playing games, so it's actually quite normal.
I'm at my parents' house for Mother's Day like this morning, and I was like, sorry, I can't do anything. I'm watching Cool Kid play Half-Life, Mom. Sorry.
We did enjoy reading his chat as well, because it's a bunch of PC elitists talking about what games they played on when they were younger, and they just get further and further back. It's like, yeah, well, I played this game with 10 floppy disks.
Inquiring about his settings, what settings and bindings he has. I asked him about his sensitivity.
What mouse sensitivity do you have? Because I can't bunny hop as well as you, so it must be down to the fact that you have a better mouse than me.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, we have guests too. Nez, are you alive?
We're just going to act out the struggle now.
Golden, do you want to cover Nez and yourself?
I can try.
Yeah.
So I know Ness has been busy getting ready for his N64-a-thon, which I believe is coming up next weekend.
Yeah.
And
there it
so,
is.
Wait, there he is.
Is he back?
I came back.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a good time for my internet to shit itself, so that's pretty cool.
Do you want
Alright.
to talk about your week? Or do you
Yeah,
want Golden to do it for you?
I've had a pretty good week. I went to a Project M tournament yesterday. Haven't been to a tournament in years. That's pretty fun. And
Go on.
I started picking up a new game.
Wait, Project M's that really weird Brawl mod where they took out items, right?
No, it's the one where they took Brawl from a terrible game and made it a good game.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of it.
Project M is legit.
Like, I beat a Sheik, lost to a Game & Watch. Beat a Peach, beat a Toon Link, and lost to Rob. What a good game.
That's good stuff.
Any
Good stuff.
Charizard, sir?
Yeah, there was.
Good. Charizard is godly.
Yeah, he's really fun.
Alright, what speedruns did you do, Nez?
I started learning a new game just to see if the world would end. I started playing an RPG.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh, I saw the sky opening up and fire started hailing down from the clouds. That would
In his
explain
defense,
it.
it's one of the better RPGs.
Seven
Wait,
Saga?
what console is it on? Don't say it.
Turbo graphics.
It's Dungeon Explorer, isn't it?
Oh my god. This Dungeon Explorer.
See,
I
his
think-
plan is to learn a Final Fantasy and take over that block for the marathon.
And then swap it out for a different game when it's his turn.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the world did just end. It's starting at Nez's house in Texas. Duckfist, look out, alright? Because Nez just died again. Golden, hey!
I did feel a tremor a few hours ago.
Golden, what's going on? What have you done this week?
All right.
Leave Nez to die.
All right, we'll try to buy Ness some time here. So I raced in the Super Metroid race on Friday, which I've been dying a lot of the races this year, just playing really bad, and I've been really rusty at it. So I was pleased that I finished a race for once. And other than that, I've been working on a Super Mario World category that is no longer called 100% because it collides with the old definition of 96. So I guess most of us kind of refer to it as 96 exit, but that's also the name for 100%. So as of now, I think we're accepting offers for cool names. I vote for the Carl Sagan special, but we're still looking for something. So
it's like it's the Dragon Coins, all Dragon Coins, right?
it is, yeah. Dragon Coins and moons.
And moons. Oh,
and moons.
So you could have like Lunar Dragon percent, like something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Huh.
You gotta. That's just a suggestion. You don't have to take it, but just to give you some ideas. It's good stuff.
Any ideas are good at this point. So
any ideas are good.
We'll take anything. I don't care what you call it. We're
PJ the
just
season.
excited to be playing it.
Suddenly, wrong warp to credits.
Nez, what was that RPG you were playing?
Oh, Super Ninja Boy.
Oh.
It's an action RPG with the worst encounter rate of all time.
Super Ninja Boy? Isn't that not
Yeah.
an RPG?
It's like action RPG. Like,
Isn't that like
go
Mystical
around-
Ninja Goemon?
no, it's like you overworld and you run into random encounters and you buy equipment and level up and shit.
So it's Zelda 2.
Kinda.
It's Zelda 2, right?
Huh.
Zelda 2 is an RPG, right, people? Yes.
Uh-oh.
Good stuff. We're dying one by one. Nez, why did you do this to us?
It's contagious.
Alright. Golden, were you done with yours or not?
I'll vote yes on that one.
Okay, I'll vote yes. Okay, Murph, wrap it up before this becomes the most off-topic TSSB ever.
Well, mainly I've been grinding out attempts on Final Fight 3. Been working on Lucia now, and it's pretty much the worst feeling ever. The entire game is so random that the splits, I actually finally beat these splits last night by like 3 seconds, but I had these splits that I'd go against them, and up until the last stage, I'd be plus 1 minute and 20 seconds on average, and then I'd end the run like minus 30, because I got such good luck in the last stage and I can't get it again. Then just been planning a couple other games when I've been too ticked off about that. Oh, and then I did a random Dean attempt in Final Fight 3 and beat my personal best by 2 minutes, so that was pretty funny. Just out of the blue.
Nice.
He's still slower than the other characters by 6 minutes, but never mind that.
Doesn't matter, it's a new record.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Huh.
Man. Sorry, I got distracted by a dictionary. Are we good for records now?
Wow, that's low.
It was right there, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, just notice how beautiful the paint on my wall was.
Alright, so note to self, less interesting than a dictionary.
Yeah.
No, see, he's got the dictionary there so that he can find an interesting word to use in his next sentence. That's
In my defense, it is an English dictionary for Italian preschoolers. So,
Huh.
like I said, an interesting word to use in his next sentence.
That was either a really great gift from your Italian friends or the ultimate insult, and I'm not quite sure which one it is.
I think it was a bit of both. And, yeah. Speaking of Italians, the Mexican runner got a new record this week, improving his Bart versus the Space Mutants time, right?
Oh, hey, we're going to records. Here we
We're going
are.
to records. Good.
That doesn't even make. Well, anyway,
Can't turn down a segue like that. Here we go.
I'm right, you can't. Fuck God's sake. Beezel, can you talk about
No, you started it. You gotta
I hate
continue.
it.
no, I'm not going to say a word.
It's
You
Bart
talk.
versus the Space Mutants, right? It's the NES US version, 80% in 1827 by the Mexican runner. It was in 1901, and this game is... I thought it was really hard, but Mexican runner seems to disagree. But I remember playing it, I also actually used to think it was really good, and again, nobody agrees.
Well,
so,
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
incorrect.
yeah, definitely incorrect. I think I was just happy to see The Simpsons on,
Sure.
on the screen. But
Once you get
this is my...
controls
Oh
and all
no.
that, it's not too bad.
So it's not the shoe. Damn it! I thought it was going to be the shoe boss. I was really excited. My favorite part of the run. I did actually watch him play this a bunch. Sorry, a bit, not a bunch. And he fights the boss at the big shoe. It's coming up. Here it is.
I'm gonna skip right over this.
You better not.
I'm gonna skip it.
He's in the row of the mall where there's only shoe shops.
And
And
they're
there's this-
52% off. Only today? Whoa! I'll get right
52% off again.
How could you
Look at
say
all
no to
these.
that?
What
These
a
shoes are going off the handle here.
man.
If one store does it, the other ones have to compete.
Yeah, this is some
Right.
fierce competition.
And here it is, the really big shoe.
The shoe was wearing a hat at the beginning.
I like the moonwalking shoes too.
Yeah.
You killed that guy so hard he turned into an alien.
Right, because it's Bart versus the Space Mutants. It's a really, as I said, it's a really good game that apparently is awful, but it's also ridiculously difficult. And
Yeah,
the TAS
it's-
is crazy.
I've never seen the TAS.
Ridiculously-
TAS
Well, I
is
mean,
fun.
This looks like it'd be a lot of fun to run, I gotta say. I don't know what makes me think that, but
Because you ran
I don't know.
turtles and
I just have a
anything,
hunch about it.
anything seems fun to you at this point.
There's something in this game that draws Feasel to it.
Weird and awkward. Tell me more about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I just realized we're playing in browser. This isn't
Yeah,
a
we can
highlight
go
video,
forever,
so I
actually.
can stop.
Yeah, no,
oh
this.
my God, all right.
I've got 15 more minutes. Keep going.
I thought it was a highlight video. I was waiting for it to change.
Nope.
It's all good.
No, it's not changing.
Can we talk about braids then?
I don't know, can we?
We can try.
I don't know. That's up to you. Do you have a segue to lead into it, or do we have to just do small talk for a while until you think of one?
Till I think of one. No, somebody say time.
No.
Time.
Oh, there it is. Speaking of time, here's a puzzle game with time-based mechanics, right? It's Braid on PC. This is interestingly labeled as a PAL version, but that can't be true because it's a PC game. This is an any percent
Yeah, PCs
time.
don't exist in Europe.
Yeah, it's a 2456.93, and that's using the game's speedrun time attack thing. Times it for you. And he's got a little comment here. It says, time is in-game time. That's crazy, man. I never thought about it like that before. But hey, the Braid community isn't very large, but oh no, I'm a bit...
Actually,
too
Braid
far.
community is
Ah.
pretty large. There's like
I thought it was.
3
I have
runners.
a friend of
Yeah.
mine's also doing it casually, so I'm going to count him in the Braid community. So there's like at least 4 of you. That's 4 times as big as any of the communities for the games I run, and I
Yeah.
run one of those games co-op.
Well, Final Fight 3 has 4 categories and 1 runner, so there's only a quarter of a runner for that game.
Actually, there's another person who's been like kind of picking it up.
Nope.
So
Yeah,
that
right.
could change in theory. He needs to get a copy of the game first, though.
Sounds like he's a
running
ways away
emulator.
from it. Huh?
It's always one of those good runners who intend to.
No, he's been playing it. He just needs to, get an actual copy instead of an emulator.
Right. Alright, so it says, the Braid community isn't very large, but a lot of new techniques were discovered recently. I tried to work on them and include them in a single segment. I started running Braid like 10 weeks ago, so I'm very proud of getting that world record that fast and beat Palfo. I want to thank Gabriel, Kile, Archainful, and of course Palfo for their researches and competition. They sound like names that have typed them
And
wrong.
letters replaced in them.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone did a search and replace.
Hey, Gold,
Hey, what's up?
do you want to talk about this game for us?
I would be more than happy to talk about Crescent Pale Mist on
Right,
the
you got
PS3, of which, I'm clearly an expert.
Yeah.
Well, we have Cataclysm here, who is an expert on the game and has both records for easy and normal. Easy with a time of 36:03 and normal with a time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, 26 seconds. And it says here that it is an action platform shoot 'em up. There were some mistakes in the run. This is talking about the easy version, and he says it can be improvable, but he wants some competition. So there you go. For anybody else who was intrigued by the name of the game, Crescent Pale Mist, get out there and give it a shot. And then
on Twitch.
for the normal run here, it says, in this run, I took bonus orbs. So, I mean, you've just intrigued the entire Super Mario World community anyway. And they give attack, defense, and HP. And says, I used most of the time the defensive aura for passing through enemies, and I bounced on them for a gain of speed.
Ooh.
Most of the boss fights are bad, and I even died on one that cost me 2 minutes, and got bad luck being stuck in a pattern that almost cost me the run.
Hey,
So I
what
started
language
doing
is
safe
that,
strats.
Gordon?
What
Party! Right?
Yes. Exactly.
Does that say convoi? No way, is that the real word?
Yep.
Oh, man. It's good stuff. That was Cataclysm, right? The K.
Cataclysm with a K, yes.
And how would you describe this game?
Cataclysm, you mean?
Cataclysm. Oh, man. Party again!
Party, yeah. That's all you need to know about this game.
It's time to party. All right, good stuff. Thank you very much, Gordon.
You're welcome.
Crescent Pale Mist sounds like a drink. Some kind of a drink.
It does, doesn't it?
It sounds really
It
good.
sounds like a Mountain Dew and something.
Well, you already have me convinced.
Yeah.
A Mountain Dew
There
and
must be.
something.
What's a drink that's like lunar based, like moon based? Moonshine. It's a moonshine of Mountain Dew
Oh no.
with a
God.
pale ale. Moonshine.
Oh, I'm actually drinking
ale.
a pale ale right now. Oh, pale, yeah.
Go grab some moonshine and Mountain Dew and mix that together.
Sounds like
And then
the
say
HEDQ
farewell,
drink of
world.
choice.
I've had enough. I'm out of here.
All right, we got.
I'm proud of us. We made it through halfway through one page in the last like 20 minutes.
It's fine. We're making good pace.
In our defense, there was lag.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot going on this page.
All right, so there's also Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. This is the PSP action RPG sort of one. This is the Anypezen in 55254 by Rini MT. Oh my god, Robot Des is in the house.
Beep bop. Ness is back.
This show's going to go the way of the VVV episode, isn't it? I could tell.
Not yet. No, Fiesel has to, or I have to lose power, and then Fiesel will take over, and then his computer will explode, and then you'll stream Bayonetta, but at 24p, and then we'll just call it a day. I think that sums up how the V episode went.
I'm just going to copy paste this comment into No, Rini has said there is one minor change to the route that led to a huge change in the time. Granted, a huge chunk of time ended up coming from something that wasn't part of the minor change. Go figure. There you go. Good stuff. Man. Hey, it's Disney stuff.
Page 2!
I can talk about.
Yeah,
Go
Ness,
for it.
Ness is talking about this. For
I
sure.
need
Alright.
to compose myself.
This is Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure, done by Croneau in 1849, an any percent run. And he says, I got this run a few weeks ago, but as I have not beaten it since then, I thought I would submit it this week. This run was obtained during the SRG marathon. I only made a few route changes since my previous 1927, but most of the time was gained by better execution. I have a few ideas about possible route changes on the Tarzan and Toy Story levels, so I'm thinking sub 18 is possible. The best thing about the run, though, is that it features a fantastic soundtrack of all the leading music artists of 2004, such as Jump 5, Simon and Milo, and who could forget the best of all, the crowd's favorite Little Romeo.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Good old little Romeo.
2004, guys.
Jeez, I'm glad we're not there anymore. Was that the whole comment, by the way?
Yes, it was.
Oh, thank God. Alright. Hey, PJ.
Oh, hey, Flicky.
It's Draken, right?
It sure is. Yeah, so Dragon Dark has been plugging away at Draken, and he actually finally got a good run out of it. The RNG was not exceptionally cruel to him. So the finish time here is a 34:33. That's single segment, of course. But yeah, if you watched last week's episode, I think it was last week,
Which you should.
you should
If
be
you
an
haven't.
expert on Draken and know exactly what's going on in this video.
That's right. Incidentally, next week's episode is also going to be about Draken, just because we didn't even scratch the surface of it.
Right, no, the Draken metagame has evolved so much. It's...
In the past week.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say that we didn't already say last week. I mean, the game is just an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. He has a comment here for his YouTube video that I pulled off. He says, this run didn't quite have the luck of the gods, but it was damned close. I would have been happy with a sub 36, but this run sort of came out of nowhere. Right? So, minute and a half, just surprise. Only real time loss from bad RNG was right after the third boss. I got into 6 back-to-back encounters, costing almost 20 to 30 seconds. Other than that, every boss went down reasonably fast, and I only needed 1 stack of MP files. I got a bow and arrow off a wandering merchant on the way back to Moat Shark Castle, and Thiefy's staff was in the hidden shop on the first visit. I'm confident that sub 34 is possible, but that would require absolute god luck to attain, and I'm pretty sick of running this already. So this is what the time will stand as. Yeah, 6 back-to-back encounters, that happens.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. When Mecha Richter played through this game for the first time, he tried to save as his first action, and while he was navigating the menu, got in a battle, and the enemy killed his entire team. The RNG is really strong. So, yeah, just making it through this game without completely game overing or murdering yourself is an accomplishment, let alone in 34 minutes. So, GG.
Alright, hey Murph, do you want to talk about Echo? Just a little bit?
I guess.
I know you played a game on the Genesis before, which means you're more qualified to talk about this game than any of us.
And it was BattleTech, which is the closest to Echo any of us have played.
Yeah, you're even more qualified than Golden, who's actually 50% Dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty qualified.
Yeah.
All right, so Echo Tides of Time. I'm guessing that means it's not the one where they just turn around and go through walls.
Yeah, especially because it's an hour long. Unless he's really
the hour,
brave.
3 minutes, and 37 seconds kind of indicates that as well.
Hey guys, new record.
So anyway, New Pants 87 got this run, and he says, "I like Echo. Might go for sub-hour sometime." So yeah,
I guess it. Good stuff.
Cool.
All right.
But I just got the thingy up, and it's there. It is. There
you get. It's too slow. It's too slow.
Twitch wouldn't let me. You know what? There you go. You get a loading zone and Echo falling from the sky.
It's a very silly clip anyway. It wouldn't have made sense even if you'd seen the whole thing.
I think that summarizes Echo anyways.
All right. Okay. Far Cry 2. Hate this game. I said that was hate this game, not I hate this game for the record. This is on PC, any percent in 30409 by the mysterious S. There he is. Oh, there's Echo. There he went. An S has left a comment for this. And here it is. So, I found icons for my W split. So to celebrate having icons for this game, I did a run again. This run had good luck, giving me patrol when I needed them, and when I didn't need them, they weren't a nuisance. Huh. I didn't get into... hang on, that's a grammar thing. I wasn't... Oh, man. How do I fix that grammar?
You'll work it out.
Add a comma.
No single instant vote kills interfered with me either. That's a real mixing of what he wrote. But anyway, so this was a really relaxing run. However, I lost a lot of time on the visual reference point moments because it's been so long. I couldn't remember most of M's, so I had to stick around, making sure I got all the blind grenade throws, mortar shots, and grenade launch shots correct. The last mortar shot missed, then missed again, so I actually had to go out in the field and blow up the generator manually. I lost a lot of time, but I regained it by having a super good third APR mission in Act 2. And there you go.
Not gonna lie, I thought you said Mordor shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, was mortar. No, don't speak on the phone while driving. Do you see how he crashed as soon as he picked up that phone?
It's okay, he's fixing it right now.
It's lesson to your kids. But yeah, Far Cry 2 is actually a pretty fun game. Far Cry 3 is more fun, though, just for the record. So you know. And those are his icons right there on the side. What is this highlight, by the way? Who made this?
I think S
made it, right?
Yeah, S made it.
Yeah, S is pretty good about that.
This is a really good highlight video.
Yeah. Wow, there is some serious delay.
Yeah, there is.
30 seconds of delay.
Well, there's like 150,000 people watching legally.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is crushing us.
We'll make it.
You're just gonna have to say when it's done, and we'll just.
Okay, no, there's only 3 seconds of delay for me now. If you refresh, it'll be okay.
All right. Hey, Feasel.
Right.
Hey, me.
This next one's all you.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Flintstones. The surprise. we can handle this. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to pass by this one. So
read the title, Feasel.
All right, we have Flintstones: The Surprise at DP. ...
Exclamation point, you mean?
All right.
What console is it on, Feasel?
And it's 1801 by Rafiosa. He says, "Good run. Sub 18 is doable. Greetings from Poland, Rafiosa.
Oh, hello. Hello, Polish people. You know, there's not that many Polish runners.
I did know
The
that.
only one... Is it DMX? DB... No, not DBX. BML or Dex. One of those is Polish. Dex is Polish?
Dexter? He's Swedish.
No, not Dexter. Dex.
Dex? There's a Dex.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's an old
Check out
SDA
Dex.
admin or staff guy. He hasn't run anything in ages.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dex.
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 yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Is he the Polish one or is it... No, it's him. Yeah, it's him.
I have no
They-
idea.
There you go. We'll
That's what-
just go with that. No one's here to contradict us about that.
It's good.
And of course, DP
All right.
stands for Dinosaur Peak, as we all know.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah.
who's a veteran to the internet knows that acronym.
Of course.
So
Dinosaur Pete.
Yeah.
Wow, like I said, Dragon Punch.
Dr. Pepper. Like, that's what it is.
Dragon
Surprise.
Punch.
Hey, it's Gargoyle's Quest. Oh my
I
god.
played Gargoyle's Quest.
Have you? Good.
Why don't I tell you a little bit about it? Even though I haven't seen the run, I'm sure I can tell you exactly what it looks like.
Go for it.
Some guy flying around and probably not picking up all of the items that he would, so he
Right.
doesn't jump very high or fly very far, but he gets pretty fast times, like
What a
this 29:21
trickster.
by 0:91.
Yeah.
And you see, we do have a comment. He says, "Hello guys, after a month of not playing this game, I felt like giving it a try again. I threw one run away messing up the last boss, which was great. Otherwise, this run here would never have happened. Got a slow first boss, and my second boss wasn't done pretty well either. The rest of the run, the execution went really well. Still improvable by a lot if you don't get 10 random encounters like I did. Shoutouts to Chumlum who made me speedrun this amazing game. I hope this time gets challenged really soon." Yeah, see, this is something I had seen Chum running, and I think he was the first person I ever saw actually like streaming a speedrun of it. And he just got really good at it pretty quickly, and he beat the SDA run, which I thought was pretty solid, you know, and not a lot of new stuff had been found since then, so I didn't really think it would have gone down that fast. And now this guy comes along and does him one better, so this is cool. I hope some people actually continue to compete in Gargoyle's Quest if, like, Chum keeps playing it. That'd be pretty nice. Because this is a great game. We played, we had on SGL, we had Gargoyle's Quest 2 for the NES, which is basically the same mechanics as this.
Yeah, I really liked that game.
Yeah, I thought it played really well. I liked the gliding, the way it works, where you hit the jump button to toggle the gliding on and off, rather than
Yeah.
like holding it in.
I mean, you don't have to mash it.
No, you don't mash it. You don't like hold it and like release it. You could just like tap it to turn it on, and tap again to turn it off. It's a pretty neat way of doing things.
It's good stuff.
All right.
All right,
There we
hey.
go. It's Gargoyle's
Oh my
Quest.
god. God damn it. This is an N64 game. Save me.
Alright, I got this.
Internet
have,
cuts.
Yeah, basically. We have Glover done by Streety, and any percent no major skips run in 43:31. So no major skips, which means, if you've seen the tasks, you can like just clip into the boss rooms and play straight them and not have to do the stages. But he is doing all of the actual stages, and this game is pretty cool. I think if you learn how to use the controls, but for like the 3 or 4 hours it takes to learn how to control anything, it's the worst game in the world.
Agreed.
Cool. I liked that you were doing the sort of vocal equivalent of walking on ice there. Very careful, like making sure the internet didn't notice you were talking.
Yeah.
I know, dude. It's after me today.
All right, hey Russ.
Hey.
Hey, do you want to do Half-Life 2s? All the
Dude,
2s?
Half-Life 2. I've played this.
I know. That's why I asked you.
I talk to Gabe all the time.
Nice. I
he's a
love
chap.
Gabe.
He's great.
I like his glasses.
Ah, they're great glasses. Yeah, they're like Harry Potter. He's like Harry Potter.
He does look like Harry Potter.
But he did make Half-Life 2.
Yes.
So this is Half-Life 2 by Pyken, P-Y-K-N, maybe that's right. On PC, new engine, scriptless, any percent in 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 49 seconds. So Pyken did leave a little comment here. I'm not sure what these numbers mean, but okay, it's 2:19, but the space is 2:19. After 2 weeks of playing this game, I've somehow managed to drive the old world record time down from 2 hours 24 minutes down to a 2 hours 19 minutes, and I don't really know how. This run was solid, but I can most certainly improve it as I lost a lot of time to Highway 17 and some bad ABHs. I'm assuming that's something bunny hop.
Accelerated backwards hopping.
Yeah.
Accelerated back hopping. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
I believe.
Yeah, you are correct.
So if that's scriptless, he's doing some timed mouse wheel scrolls for that bunny hopping. And he continues to say that my Anti-Citizen 1, which I think is a chapter in that, was damn near perfect, though, so I don't look forward to matching that in my next run. Expect a 2:18 next week.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I like to see Half-Life runs. I don't really know the difference between new engine and old engine, though, but Half-Life speedrunning is definitely cool. If someone wants to link to the sourceruns.org forums for some, source... for all the up-to-date source run information.
Now that S's time got beaten, does that mean S is just going to quit Half-Life 2?
Yeah. I think so. And that sure goes to show in the next 2 records by S.
Exactly. Oh my god. I was proved wrong already.
So S is actually continuing this Half-Life speedrunning chain here. Taking out pretty much the rest of the Half-Life 2 saga at Half-Life 2 Episode 1 in 53 minutes and 33 seconds, 80% on PC. And he has this really lengthy description here. This game is hard, it makes me cry.
So there's Half-Life 2 and then Half-Life 2 Episode 1, which is a different thing?
It's like an expansion pack.
Why is the expansion pack Episode 1?
Because the first one was Episode 0.
That's a good question. I don't know, actually. Yeah,
it's a
much shorter game, and you don't collect. I think it's more linear. I would say, you pretty much only have the gravity gun.
One's like a movie, PJ.
Huh.
It's Half-Life 2 the movie, and then Half-Life 2 the movie, the TV show Episode 1.
I thought it was just because Valve is afraid of the number 3.
That is true.
Scary number, yeah. But they were like, okay, I've got an idea where you can make 2 more games.
Well, God. Yeah, there's Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode A, and then 1A.
There's also Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 dead. They really hate the number 3, don't they?
Yeah.
My God, I only just realised. Hey,
well, if they hated 3, they would have left 3 dead.
There's also... Anyway, hang on, there's an Episode 2 to talk about as well, Douglas. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow, Episode 2. Dude, S just doesn't stop. This guy is a machine.
Yeah.
80% no scripts this time, so that Episode 1 must have been full of scripts. It's the script galore. But here, Episode 2 on PC in 1 hour, 1 minute, and 18 seconds by S. And he actually has comments this time. This run was hilarious. So Valve decided to release this new thing called Steam Pipe, and it broke the game in the best way possible. All scripted dialogue lines broke and didn't play, nor did the mouths of NPCs move, and it was hilarious. This bug made me lose a lot of time on a sequence where I need to get an audio cue, which didn't play. So I failed at that part. However, I got all the tricks really fast, so I made up for it. Since this game is more than 50% cutscene, I had a lot of fun sitting through the cutscenes, seeing the NPCs nod their head, make hand gestures, and do all kinds of realistic stuff. But they didn't make a sound or move their mouth. This was a really good run, but because of the missed audio cue, it ended up being way slower than it could have been. Oh, there's Eli. Yeah, he's just so emotional.
He moved his mouth there.
Isn't he? Oh, he sort of opened it, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I have to go back and play this, man. Steam Pipe. That's Steam Pipe.
Amazing. All right. Also, next up is one of our favorite games on TSSB, which is why we're going to get Golden to talk about it.
All right.
Golden, you're up. Have you seen this before?
I believe I've seen a little bit. So,
all right.
Here we have Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2 on the PC. This is any percent easy, and it's by Yasalamiri.
Good enough, yeah.
All right, I'm going with that. That's probably wrong, but It's a 30-minute, 41-second run. And it says, I was finally able to beat my previous time and get a 30-41 with the help of a perfect palace escape and some good luck. I hope I can save some more time and reach my final goal of sub 30. And
His running animation. He
if you
scurries
enjoy
so quickly.
the legs flailing about independent from the body, you'll like this game.
You sure will. Do we have the grenade boost in this highlight? Oh god, what's he doing? What's he doing?
Oh,
Dude,
no.
what are you doing?
Oh no.
Come on, man, don't.
This can only be good.
This guy- Why? Oh.
I've had enough.
Oh my goodness. This is the one where he said last week that when you get force speed 4, you run so quickly that if you hit a wall, you could kill yourself.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah, the best speed.
It's like if you took the zoo race and slapped Star Wars on it.
It's remarkably similar, yeah.
Except when you
actually
jump in
run
this,
into
you don't
space.
accidentally get stuck in the atmosphere.
Oh my goodness. We love this game. We love it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bulletstorm didn't get moved up.
No, this is how the alphabet works, remember?
This is how the alphabet works. It's Bulletstorm next up on PC. This is the 80% normal run in 31940 by Chafu. Something like that. And he wrote a bit about this. In fact, here it is here. A really fun game to run, even if the game is lacking in maturity. The combination of thumper, environmental hazards, and weapons charge is really useful to take down the enemies fast. A lot of triggers are kill triggers in this game, which, those of you not savvy on the lingo, means that the next thing won't load until you kill everything, or it won't let you do it.
Right.
And this earns you a great amount of points. I used almost all the points I earned, the point to give you access to weapon upgrades and ammo. Note, I'm French and English isn't my native language. I'm sorry if I made typos or any other mistake. They don't know because I corrected it all for you. How good is that?
Only you hadn't said that part.
I know, I just realised when I said it. I thought I was doing him a favour, and in the end I just called him out anyway. I'm really bad at this. But good stuff. This is an FPS made in the last, 2 years, which means it having a speedrun at all is amazing. Because people just sort of stop running FPS games.
I like the part of the run where he gets killed because he didn't finish all the enemies off.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the best part because that was his first highlight, and that made me really like it.
Yeah.
What is that? A grapple stun beam?
It's
fair
like a
is that
grapple
weapon?
whip, yeah.
Yeah, use it to get some speed when he's running sometimes, too.
I like that he's got all these awesome weapons and then he just boots things off ledges with his foot. Like his most deadly weapon
Well,
is his
nothing
foot.
beats the foot, man.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned footing.
It's the final boss of Snake, Rattle, and Roll.
Yeah.
It was a boss in Bart versus Spartans.
It was as well. What's up with feet this week? There's feet everywhere.
Don't mess with it.
Hey, speaking of feet, this game's called Kickle Cubicle.
It was almost like we set you
It's a
up for
pretty
that.
amazing game.
Right. Oh, is it? Do you want to talk about it?
I kind of do.
Go on, then.
All right,
I'll let
so Kickle Cubicle, we got Gubadoo, I guess. Any percent in 44.25. Any percent is significant because there's like bonus game stages at the end. But anyway, says this was a decent run, but easily improvable. I had a few sloppy levels and one death that cost me about a minute total. Everything in this game kills you in one hit, so it can be hard to avoid dying. I will continue working towards a deathless run. But yeah, basically it's like a puzzle kind of game set up a little bit like the Adventures of Lolo, except you get to shoot ice at people.
Except you can finish it, right?
That too. That's, yeah. But, it's a pretty fantastically horrible game to run because, like, your character's on a grid. I had this in the list of games I was going to run for a long time, but your character's on a grid, and, like, absolutely any time you're moving to another grid square, you can, like, change directions and then keep going, and you just snap forward in the grid. So like the task moves at twice speed the entire time because it just abuses that like crazy and breaks all the puzzles. Like there's all these timing puzzles that the task just completely breaks. It's hilarious.
I might have to check out that task. Also, just because I'm intrigued by how Kickle Cubicle looks graphically. I can't picture
when I was a
as
kid,
thing.
I always thought he was supposed to be like a penguin, but apparently he's supposed to be a little kid with earmuffs on.
No, that's
Well,
penguin.
now I'm even more intrigued.
Wait,
All right.
little kid with earmuffs equals penguin.
Yeah.
QED.
All right. Hey, Nez,
Yes.
you're going to have to sneak through this one because there's 2 Kirby games, one after the
Oh,
other.
man.
Oh,
I
baby.
know.
Okay. Alright. First, we have Kirby and the Amazing Mirror by Broedge Man. He did a 100% run on J version in 1:25:23, and he says, the 20-second improvement over Mug's run is a lot due to better ability management and abusing how random abilities work in this game. Still trying to improve this. But I actually
this
have
the one
never
you-
played this game.
Oh, no. Which was the one you did? Nightmare in Dreamland?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, this came out right after that. It's an original game, unlike Nightmare in
Mhm.
Dreamland.
Yeah.
And it's like it had a big like 4-player appeal to it, and it's like a Metroidvania style almost with like
No,
I
was it
think.
the
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Did it-
we had it
oh.
at AGDQ in
Yeah.
2012 with the 4 GameCubes.
Really?
Supreme lag percent.
Yeah, they had probably never play tested it and figured it would never happen.
Like the fastest way to do 4 players is to have like 3 people in different rooms so there's not extra sprites.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I remember.
I remember that. Yeah.
It was the SMK and Rumscout were 2 of the runners, right?
Yeah, and Fiji and
MPG and
You Yoshi fan?
oh yeah,
Yoshi
fan.
Fan,
That's
yeah.
right.
I remember because I remember watching them and they weren't on the screen with one another and Rumscout was just sitting around waiting because he'd killed his boss before everybody else. I was like, are you not going to go help them? No, because it would just lag the game too hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
But hey, Nez, right into Kirby's Epic Yarn. Keep going.
Alright. This is a Kirby's Epic Yarn run done by myself in 1:43:58.
Is that the longest you've ever played a single game? Ever?
It's close. That RPG that I'm starting is longer than this, and that will be the longest run I've ever done. But worlds 1 through 4 in this run were really, really good. I was minus 103 after World 4, and then World 5 was okay. I went even on World 5, and then everything went downhill after that. World 6 and 7 was a complete train wreck, and I finished only minus 13. So, I could get a 142 if I feel like running the game more, but it's fun to run. It's very relaxing to play.
It's sort of like just the Wii version of Yoshi's Story for you, right?
Well, Yoshi's Story is like 12 minutes.
Yeah, but it's like relaxing too, right?
Yeah, it's just like you listen to the music, and the biggest mistake you can possibly make in Epic Yarn is like 15 seconds.
Well,
can't
when you
even die
die,
in
it
Epic
just
Yarn.
it just places you back on the stage in just a couple of
Exactly.
seconds.
Welcome to modern gaming. No punishment allowed. It might upset somebody.
Flicky.
Nope.
Flicky.
Hey, what's up?
It's 8 o'clock. You better send the tweet that we're starting the records.
Oh, hey, I'll do it right now.
Alright.
Game of the week starting now. But hey, we're not doing that because we got more records to go. Only 6 more pages, including this one. This is Malicious. Cataclysm's been going at it again. He did another PS3 game. This is Malicious. I've never heard of it, I'm afraid, but it's a 2817 and it's beat the game easy, and we have no video and no comment, so you're just going to have to make up what type of game it
just
is.
have to take his word for it.
Take his word for it. This could not be a real game for all I know.
Yeah.
This might be completely made up game.
Has anybody
just-
Googled Malicious and PS3? Did we even check this game is real?
No, I saw
Not
the
even
Pell
real.
region was there, so I assumed it was something England made up.
I just realized that could legitimately happen on the show. We could talk about a game that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Especially
I'm
that
amazed.
Pell region. I mean, we could easily talk for 5 minutes about how that time could be improved just because it's Pell.
Right. You guys haven't done that yet, audience. I'm disappointed in you. But hey, Duckfist. Oh my goodness. This one.
Oh
This
my
one.
god.
This one.
It's Mega Man 4. Wow.
I know.
Dude.
How did this happen?
I don't know. Like, we haven't had a classic Mega Man record on the show in...
Probably since
I don't
EXO.
know. EXO's Mega Man 5, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a year ago. So that's pretty cool. So here we have Mega Man 4 by Checkers. I think it's 3469 is his Twitch ID, Checkers.
Oh, I thought 3469 was the time.
Yeah, so bad time for that, yeah. So 3851 is the actual RTA timing in this game. So this beats a guy named Visan by about 8 seconds, who actually improved the world record maybe like a month ago on top of Aguawaf's time.
Yeah.
And Aguawaf had it for, I don't know, a couple of years.
Too long.
So just like out of nowhere, just competition in this game just started heating up. And it's pretty cool because Checkers is, a new speedrunner. He's only been around for, a couple of months in the community and picks up this game and destroys it. So pretty cool stuff. Checkers has a little comment here.
Oh my god, is he about
Oh
to
god.
balloon?
He's about
Oh, he's going to balloon, isn't he?
No,
Oh,
what are you
PJ,
doing?
what have you done?
I don't know, my brother does it.
Noise.
He's
No, it's
ballooning,
okay. It's back here. It was Twitch lag.
Alright.
Okay, and everyone knows Cossack 2 is ridiculous. So was Cossack 2, man? Okay, Cossack 2. It's really hard. Anyways, this run is a 26 improvement over his PB. Which is it was pretty cool because he was only just a couple of seconds ahead going into Wily 4, and then just had like a godly Wily 4. Wily 3, I mean, the refights. And it's an 8-second improvement over the previous world record. I'm pretty happy with my run. The execution is pretty good overall, but the first 4 stages can be improved by several seconds. Mega Man 4 is known for having some boss fights that are heavily luck dependent. Yeah, Drill, Dust, Barrow.
I like the boss of Cossack 2 in this run. That's my favorite.
Oh, that's a huge one too. And Wily 1, the giant net. Yeah, there's a lot of luck. But he had some pretty good luck in it too. And it may not have been, and it may have the most luck out of the classic series. In this run, I got a near perfect Drillman luck, but my Cossack 2 boss fight gave me the worst possible pattern, which cost about 10 seconds. I think a human could hope to get sub 3840 with great execution and luck. The time could go even lower with perfect luck, but the odds of getting perfect luck in the run seem too low to hope for. Which is certainly a true statement. But in any case, luck aside, there's some really solid execution in this run. It's definitely a highlight for me. I recommend anybody who's a Mega Man fan go and check it out. It's certainly not every day that you see a classic Mega Man record get beaten. I mean, these games are heavily optimized. And there's a lot of talent sitting at the top of these games.
This
So
one is
go check
also
out.
really hard.
Oh yeah, especially Mega Man 4. It's an incredibly hard game. One of the hardest, I'd say, out of the classic series, both for casual and speedrunning. So, really recommend checking out the run. Check out Checker's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
Check it out. Yeah.
My favorite part of watching...
Check it out, right? Right, Ness? Right?
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite part of this run is how halfway through it, he's like, I'm not good enough to get the record. I'm just not consistent enough. I can do all the strats, but I can't put them in a run.
I know.
And then the end, just like, BAM!
And then, like, after the Wily 3 split, it was like a minus, 15 split. He's like, oh. And then, doesn't say anything for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So,
I'm going to shut up now.
congrats, Checkers. That's a solid run.
Good job, Checkers. No, it's really cool to see that get beaten.
Yeah, mad good.
Yeah. Also, in surprising Mega Man runs being beaten, both the 100% and any percent got beaten this week for Mega Man X. Nanaka, who I'm guessing is Japanese? Japanese?
Yeah. Yes.
He took the any percent record, been the first guy to sub 32 minutes, right?
Must be.
Yeah.
Must be.
That's right. It was what was it? It was 3204, I think.
It was a little bit over 32, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was
32.04
Caleb's,
sounds
was
right.
it? Or was it Mushi's?
I think it was still Nanaka.
I think it was Nanaka,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, still Nanaka. So he beat his own one. So he beat the any percent, which is awesome. And then Caleb saw that Z-Wing was, working really hard and almost getting near his 100%, and then was like, oh, by the way, I'm just going to improve my time by 14 seconds or
10
something.
seconds without doing the new strats.
Yeah.
He lost 8 seconds in Sigma 3.
Yeah. So, yeah, Z-Wing was within 10 seconds of getting the 100% record, then Caleb was like, oh, hey,
Yep.
I'm pumped after going to the gym. I think I'll just beat my 100% record. And so he did.
Yeah, that was a crazy run.
It was a
I
really
didn't
good run. It was
yeah.
cool to see.
I didn't even know he'd played the game in the last, month.
No, he played it for like 1 week. And got this.
Oh, no.
Like I don't know why, but I just thought it was funny, like seeing his stream title when he started playing this game. Like first I see Z-Wings, it's like Mega Man X, 100% world record attempts, and I'm thinking, okay, man, everyone's putting like world record attempts in their title, hyping it up, and then I see Caleb's stream pop up and in all caps, 5,000 follower special, 100% Mega Man X world record attempts. It's so intense. I thought that was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You clicked on the email notification, there was smoke billowing out of your computer.
Oh man. Alright. Fiesel, something about this game makes me think that you should read this.
Okay, that sounds fine. That was a good guess. Monster in My Pocket for the NES. Here's an any percent run in 2244. I'll think about this later about why this is so appropriate to me. I'm not even gonna try to figure out why you guessed me on this game.
I think if you just add the words
Right.
"is that before the name, that's why I asked you.
We're going to
Fiesel
take
has
you out
so
of the
far-
call if this continues.
Fiesel has so far handled Flintstone Surprise at DP
I know.
and Monster.
That's it. I'm just seeing the theme now. Sorry, not to take away from this run. This is a Monster in My Pocket run by Cha. That's not even anywhere close. That's
Coming
not
at you.
Coming at you. No. My
No,
way was
Fiesel's
way
is
closer.
way better.
It's
Oh.
coming at Cha.
Yep.
And he says, this run is far from perfect, but it's the only recorded world record I know of. I enjoyed the game as a kid, so I thought I'd try and run it. It's interesting that this game gets overlooked by a lot of people, even though it was released by Konami. Also, my name is pronounced Kamen at Yaha, or CMN for short. So it looks like I was right.
Yep.
You were right.
In
Thank you,
your
Runner, for
face,
giving us
Flicky.
Damn it.
pronunciation. We always appreciate it, especially when it proves that I'm right. I always appreciate having pronunciation comments
Right.
in the notes.
Right. Next up is Morrowind. This is K-Man DCJ, you may recall from last week. It was like, hey, the Morrowind record's not good enough. And then he sent us a really kooky highlight video and we watched it, and it was great. He improved his time again, this time with the 4:57. So the biggest difference between this run and the last one is instead of being bad, it is good.
Wow.
To be honest, it's not my cleanest run, but it's the one that finished, so I'm happy to put it on the rest. Put it to the rest. Yeah, the game crashes more often than not, so I don't feel like grinding out 7 or more seconds.
I need
That
to
makes
see.
sense.
I need to see that. Oh God.
Yeah. I was going to see how long before he flies. There he goes. That was like almost 2 seconds before he flew.
I clicked like a little bit into the thingy.
Maybe like
Oh,
9
right.
seconds.
I cheated.
Like I got.
But yeah, Morrowind. If you play Morrowind, go watch this because it's great.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Hey, so Golden,
Yes, Mr. Reeves.
yeah, can you talk about this game for me? It's got a highlight video, which means we get to hear your voice for longer. So I figured it was good for you.
All right, and it's got a nice comment here too, so I don't have to pretend
Yeah.
like I know the game.
Exactly.
All right. Well, here we have Mortal Kombat Deception on the Xbox in 1151 by Green K4. And let's see if we can see what it says here. It says, "Lol, yes, I up and did it." I believe that's. I mean, if you're going to describe a run's success, that's a good way to do it. So it says,
Yeah.
"I'll do Sub-Zero next and other characters, either by request via Twitter or some other way." So he is open to suggestions.
Right.
It says great stage selection, all randomly chosen, just like all fighters. Jade being a bitch by fighting back and doing a harakiri cost me some time. Killing Bo Raicho with a glitch in round 2 was hilarious and saved me time. And final boss always takes more damage. What? Oh my!
Golly.
I was enjoying that clip for a second there. But the final boss always takes more damage when you pick Liu Kang. No glitch, completely intentional. And the fatality against Tanya was done to disturb people who watched the run.
Oh, she harakiri'd herself. That's really cruel. So she has a random chance to do that, which means it takes longer than just letting her die. What a bitch. I like it. I like the speedrun because it's just him killing people with the environment.
Yep.
I like the subtle Pokemon insert at the very end there.
Subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
Messaging. Hey, you know what, Golden? You did such a good job of reading that last comment. Would you like to do the next game as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good.
All right, here we have Nox on the PC, and the category is any percent warrior in 3538 by Omen.
That sounds like a sub-type of speedrunner.
Yeah, I don't know if that's describing the speedrunner or the actual
the
category.
Any percent warrior.
Must be a warrior to play this category.
He's just an any percent warrior. Like, he never touches 100%. Just any percent warrior.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And it says here, P. Jocks T.
Piox.
Okay. Piox. Yeah. All right, we'll go with that.
See, it's hard, isn't it?
It is. It is. I'm starting to understand now. I finished his wizard run last week, so I picked up the slack and finished the warrior run this week. His run is a few seconds faster. More so than the wizard, the warrior route completely abuses apple bumping. Now, I like this as a term. I would have guessed if any game had apple bumping, it would have been Donald Land, but I'm okay with any game that uses apple bumping.
Yeah.
Apparently that's forcing yourself through locked doors by dropping stacks of items at your feet like apples. So there you go. You can apple bump through doors. It says it includes a sequence break that skips the first chapters entirely. Aside from that, most of the planning comes down to boss strategies, handling the experience deficit from the sequence break, and finding optimal angles for charge. Charging into a wall gets you stunned for 1 second, whereas hitting an enemy allows immediate movement, so I'm constantly looking for long charge stretches that end up hitting a conveniently placed bat, wolf, ghost, or skeleton. All that's left for Nox is the Conjurer run, but that one has a lot fewer tricks and is therefore less interesting to run. So, Piox and I are probably going to try racing Wizard versus Warrior single segment next. Lastly, shout out to Gamma Dragon for continuing to find tricks that outdate Pyox's new run.
Good stuff.
If you were to
Well
listen to that comment, it would sound like the beta for Jedi Knights. Like dropping stuff
really
at your
does.
feet and going through walls and bumping into stuff, bumping into walls, and then they're just like, we can make this better. How about bumping into walls kills you?
I predict
and
that
dropping
apple
stuff
bumping
at your
is gonna
feet
be-
launches you across the map.
Apple bumping.
I think apple bumping is going to be, the rage in a couple of years. All the young kids will be doing it,
Doing the apple bump.
doing the apple bump.
But
Just standing next to
all my
locked
friends
doors.
are doing the apple bump. That's it. That's good.
So there you go. That's Nox.
Hey, PJ.
Hey,
You
Flicky.
reminded me by speaking that we haven't heard your voice in a little bit.
Oh, thanks.
Can you talk about Octodad?
Nope.
You better.
Alright. So, our good friend S has beaten the Octodad any percent because he's a good friend of the show and he knows that it's been a while since we've seen this. So the new time is 5 minutes and 46 seconds. He tells us here, new strat. Kick a trash bin into the boxes to make the evil chef in the closet start his line quicker. I failed to... Makes sense. I failed to do it. Other strats include do every item in the fridge one by one rather than in groups, get the fast mop, clip a shoe through the counter, miss the football, not throwing the octopus doll around the room, forcing you to chase after it and waste 15 seconds, dig properly, have a slow elevator skip, stop 5 feet early in an attempt to grab the boat earlier, but of course it won't work because you're standing too far away, and good run. Good strats. I approve. That is more or less a guide to speedrunning Octodad the S way.
Sounds like a great run.
My favorite part of a new record is when the first thing they say is, "I found a new trick, but I didn't hit it in this run."
Yeah.
There's a new trick which pretty much guarantees you guys are going to be talking about this next week.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. 10 out of 10 comment.
10 out of 10.
Did
Good
he
stuff.
submit 4 records this week? Hold on.
He did.
Yeah, I think he did.
Octodad,
One of them was
Half-Life,
Octodad.
Half-Life, and Far Cry 2. I think that makes him the winner for most in a week, isn't
Completely different games, not even just
Yeah.
different categories. We have sometimes like a category bomb from somebody, like a bunch of different categories for a
Yeah.
game, but this is pretty
think-
Oh,
diverse.
why can nobody score goals really easily? The kid's too good at goaling.
Yeah. Octodad just shoving him out of the way. Look at that. It's got to be some sort of penalty.
Yeah, where was the ref on that one?
He was trying to elevator clip. The ref might have been the shoe that clipped into the counter when he was trying to wash the dishes.
Need to get S back on the show so we can keep his
Yeah.
submissions to guest appearances ratio pretty
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good. Okay, so, Nez, can you talk about Panic Restaurant? I do have a good reason for asking you.
I can.
Alright, cool.
This run is for Panic Restaurant for the NES, done by Kazes in 1507. And he says, I've had this record for a while, but in the past week it's become more interesting as the record has been traded back and forth 3 times between me and a Japanese runner. Right now, my time is 3 seconds better, but the run is really good with 1 bad mistake, so I expect it will be improved on shortly.
Cool, good job, thank you.
Yeah, nice Kazaz. He's a Mega Man runner. He's
Yeah.
pretty talented, Nintendo speedrunner.
Yes!
This game is
Oh
really
my god.
The cover is so good. And this game is really cool. It's like a platformer beat 'em up in a restaurant, and you're like a little chef. You hit shit with a frying pan. And like, I
That's-
played through it blind, and I really wanted, like, I thought it was really cool, and I thought about running it, and then I looked it up, and it's $200. So it's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Need
That's
to do
definitely
a
a
donation
fuck that.
stream marathon. Get to SGDQ/Buy Panic Restaurant.
There you go.
That's what the N64-a-thon's for, right?
Yeah.
It's Panic Restaurant.
Yo.
Alright, so next up, this one is cool, because Plants vs. Zombies is one of my favorite PC games, and I'm not kidding. It's awesome. It's basically a 2D tower defense for any of you who have not played it. But this is the PC US version, any percent, in 5 hours, 10 minutes, 28 seconds. And this is really weird that he runs this, because it's essentially a bunch of auto-scrollers. Like, really. Like, you've got to hold off the enemies for a certain amount of time, and that's basically... that's basically it. Like, so I don't know how he managed to run this.
Wait.
I guess building
Well, it is
stuff
wave-based,
quickly.
so you could, like, play stuff
Yeah.
faster.
This is a
Yeah, that's it,
5-hour
that's what I
run.
get.
Yeah,
5-hour run
Yeah.
that has 0.46. Yeah.
Right. It's got to be 0.46, so you know it's a world record. But, like, it's a really cool game. I guess he's just good at menuing and building his stuff quickly, or that he just builds during he starts the wave and then builds. I don't know, man, but
I'm trying to think. It doesn't go slower when you've got more zombies on the screen, does it?
no, he must not use any ice plants, though, right? No, because that wouldn't really matter. I don't know. He
I'm
must have
trying to
AoE
get
stuff.
video to open, but Twitch is not letting me.
But he's got a comment, so let's not, make stuff up.
Let's not
He's written-
speculate. There you go.
Yeah, best game to run clearly, he says. Deathless run and a solid beginning. Things seriously went downhill in the fourth section of the game, Fog. I pressed off the window quite often, causing a bunch of pauses. Oh, right, out of the game window. Pressing a bunch of pauses, wasting around 5 minutes. Oh my
What?
God. And the final boss didn't cooperate, so another 2 to 3 minutes lost. Sub 5 is easily possible, but requires less clicking out of the window and less drunk. Or more.
I
question mark.
disagree. Yeah.
Note, I actually timed it from the final hit on the boss, and in actual W split, I split 3 seconds late. Blag hype. So I can imagine, say, a lot of this game is done while doing something else.
Drinking.
Yeah, so I imagine that's how he accidentally clicked out the window, like loading different YouTube music or something like that. But cool, I salute your choice of game. Very well done, sir. Okay. Hey, Pokemon Heart Gold. Oh boy. Hey, Golden! Oh my goodness.
what's up?
Right,
What's up,
that-
Mr. Reeves?
Your name's in this game's name-ish.
That's a good enough reason to talk about it.
It's a damn good
Absolutely.
reason. You should talk about it.
All right. Well, we have our good pal Worcester here with Pokemon Heart Gold on the DS, and this is any percent in 4:15, and this is game time since that's what's used for Pokemon runs. And I believe this beats the old time by about 5 minutes, and it says this run will be optimized further. really happy to have completed a reasonable run at this point. Really brutal game. And based on what I've seen from watching him, Heart Gold is one of those games that, at least compared to other ones in the series, it's a lot harder to get a run going, as far as I understand. So he spends a lot of time just waiting and waiting to even get a chance to go. And he finally got one to...
He had 1 health left.
Yeah. So I think he finally got the run he was looking for, at least as the initial splits. I don't think he's done with it anytime soon, but it was enough to prove that his route was world record worthy, at least. So we'll see where he goes with it from here.
Oh, so he captures Mewtwo and then uses it on Pokemon Trainer Red. How interesting. Oh, wow, that's like a lot of health. Oh no.
Get some,
Mewtwo,
Charizard.
You gotta love that anticipation as the numbers start to roll down there, and you just cut it close every time.
Wow. How's that for an ending?
That's like how
Good
my Worms
job.
matches go. 1 worm left, time to kill my team.
What do you mean 1 worm left? 3 worms left? Time to kill my team.
First turn of the game, time to kill my entire team.
What a good game.
Hey, Nez.
Yes.
Nez, there's 3 games, which is basically your game, sort of thing.
Oh, yes. This is a very good video game. And by very good, I mean possibly the worst design game I've ever played in my life.
Oh, you need to play Blasto, you mean?
Well, Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction is a fighting game done by Buff Siegel with Buttercup in 124, Bubbles in 138, and Blossom in 142. These are 100% runs because the game decided it needs a percent counter. Well, whenever you do a fight, the game counts up 17%. And there's 6 fights. When you do all 6 fights, you've done a 100% run.
That's 102%.
Blossom's falling behind already, man.
Yeah, Blossom is not
Oh no,
very
she
good.
overtook him.
Yeah. There's 2 strats you can do. You can jump and rapidly pound down on their head like this, or you can slowly drift toward them and mash A and B as fast as you can, and that will also kill them without effort.
So are these speedrun strats, or is this just how to play the game?
No, the mash A and B is not the speedrun strat, but it also works. This is the speedrun strat, where you just bounce on their head. It's very fast and almost impossible to fail.
They say the Kentucky Derby is the 2 most exciting minutes in sports, but I think we found a good contender here.
This is the
he's got
two most exciting.
He has the
minutes in
triple crown
esports,
too.
right?
Yeah, he's got the triple crown there: Blossom, Bubbles, and
Indeed,
Buttercup.
Yeah.
So,
that's
true
all
story, I used to run a fighting game tournament where I'd just put up mystery fighting games and like make people play them, and I decided this game was too bad to run in it.
Yeah, you should have taken the Tom and Jerry game instead. It's like this game, except
I actually did run that.
That's a fun game.
Huh. Murph, did you ever do the Batman Forever Versus mode?
No.
Where the clown has a 1-hit KO that's unblockable?
Did you ever do the monkey boxing game from Ape Escape 1?
No. Most of what I ran was stuff that like was actually intended to be fighting games. In the first
Oh,
place,
right.
You
but
mean-
I did do a few other things.
You mean Monkey Ball Battle, Flicky?
We did
Monkey
do
Fight.
Monkey Ball Battle, actually.
It's so good.
It is.
It is good.
Oh my goodness. Alright, we have a really long comment to read here, and I don't want to read it, so I'm gonna... Oh wait, it's not that long, it's just got loads of space in it for no reason. Who did this?
Not it.
Who's responsible?
Oh, it's okay. The length is due to just like the really
Oh,
detailed comments on
Holy
timestamps.
smokes, all of this.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. So, oh boy, that is ridiculous. Did we even make a highlight video for this?
It's the
Twitch
rest of the
video,
show,
so
actually.
Probably.
Alright, okay. So this is Rocket Robot on Wheel. Oh wait, Ness, do you want to do
Oh.
this? It is N64.
I can't get the fucking comment. Like, when I scroll down once, it, like, goes over the comment. I can't get to it. What the fuck?
We're learning to
Okay.
use computers. We're all in the same boat. Don't worry.
All right.
Well, he's viewing this on a Game Boy, so his resolution is a lot lower than their...
Wait.
You just reminded me,
Uh-huh.
Nez, there's a GIF I'm going to find for you. It's for you to enjoy, okay? Don't tell anybody else.
Wait a
You can read your comment now.
I'm
GIF
pretty
science.
sure this is not a record because Azore has a time listed on his page for 1:42:27.
Huh.
Oh, for 100%.
Yeah, for 100%.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So that's a disaster.
Okay, well, we'll put this one on hold,
We'll just
and we'll research.
skip over that then.
Meanwhile, there's a GIF for you, Nez. No, for anyone else. You're not allowed to look at it, only for Nez.
I wanna, though.
No,
Okay.
bad. Alright,
I'm gonna
next
click
up.
anyways.
Next up is Snapshot. Oh boy. Hey, Russ, do you want to talk about Snapshot? For no reason.
Oh, dude, I totally want to talk about
You own a
Snapshot.
camera,
What's
right?
Snapshot? Oh, great. Yeah, the camera. I mean, the microphone. Where am I? Snapshot by Baron Haynes in 2424, 80% PC. What's Snapshot? Still trying for sub 24, but I'm happy with this starting point. This is a game with a lot of momentum tricks. By dropping an object and capturing it, you can use it to fling yourself across levels or into spikes. So cool. Looks like a nice physics abusive game. 2D platformer though.
Oh, it's a 2D platform with puzzle elements. And it's an indie game.
Cool. I'm waiting for those level flinging strats to appear here.
Yeah, let's see.
You cannot paste where
There it
objects
is.
would
Oh,
collide
cool.
with the world.
Oh. So, yeah, that makes sense. So you can sort of build stuff as you go. That's pretty
Oh,
clunky.
interesting. So you
And then yeah.
use like WSAD to move and like your mouse to place stuff, or
I guess so.
This reminds me of that game that I play tested.
Yeah.
Camera Obscura.
Yeah.
You take a
That's what I
picture and
thought.
then you move, like, it makes a copy of the whole stage, all the platforms and everything, and they move with you and then freeze, and you can jump on them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mechanics.
No, I remember that. Did that ever come out? Or?
I don't think so, not yet.
Oh, there you go.
well,
This
yeah,
is
it looks
cool.
pretty neat.
I also like your name, Baron Haynes. I don't know why, I just like it. Oh, he crushed himself with an ice cube.
But it was actually a trick. That's the end of the level. Yes.
Oh my god.
All right. Congrats to Baron Haynes. This is just one of those games that, looks pretty cool. It's probably the first time that a lot of us have seen it. It's just kind of like a exposure to, indie games, 2D, platformers or stuff that you don't really hear about, but it might be pretty recent and good reason to go check some of this stuff out. So Snapshot is one of the ones I'm adding to the list.
It has the Blecky seal of approval.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good. There it is. That's a good seal of approval.
Yeah.
But hey, Feasel,
Amy.
seeing as you've done Monster in My Pocket and Flintstone Surprise at DP, do you want to do Socket?
Socket. I still don't see the pattern, but okay, fine. Sounds good. So this-
Spinky's class.
Oh, goodness. We can do this. So this is a run of Socket for the Genesis. Any percent run in 30-10 by Sets. Good old Sets. He says, I was having trouble beating this record on purpose, so I sat down... Wait, what? I was having trouble beating this record on purpose. So I sat down and came up with some new strats and level routes that saved around 12 to 14 seconds. Then I beat my old run by 132. This run had some small fumbles and one rather large one that took about 5 seconds from me, but otherwise is really good. Hopefully I don't beat this one by accident. Alright, well that's good to know. I always hate when I beat a record by accident.
I
I know, it's
I
so
wanna be
disappointing. It's so
'Cause there's no-
disappointing.
Yeah, where's the fulfillment of like, oh man, I really want to beat this record and now I did it. It's, whoops, I'll beat a record. Oh well.
Dude, I still think my old Mega Man 10 35-36 is the best run.
Yeah.
That's the,
Never mind
that
the
was
actual time.
Is that the practice
Oh.
run that you did at AGDQ?
oh no, I forgot about that one. That one still might. That one's.
That one was legend.
I don't know. That one's just. It's like
Yeah,
a
that
distant memory. All I remember was, just really brief moments, but no, this old one was way better. Yeah.
Hey, Feasel. You did a good job on Socket, so you want to do Spanky's quest as well?
Well, of course. See, I'm known for my work in Socket and Flintstone's Adventures in DP, so next coming up here is Spanky's Quest for the Super Nintendo. This any percent run in 24 minutes 43 seconds by FFGamer86, a familiar name around these parts. He says, found some new routes while doing casual speedrun attempts and found a nice chunk of time savings in World 5. Beats the SDA time by about 32 seconds. Sub 24:30 seems like a normal. Cool. So there you go. And he had highlights and also did not get a video made for it. So sorry about that. I'll post the link of the run into the chat and you can make your own highlight for it.
Oh my god, do that.
Play a bit of the
Hey,
video.
Send in your favorite Spanky's Quest highlight videos that you've made yourself, and the best Spanky's Quest highlight video that we receive will win a prize of a copy of Spanky's Quest. That's right, that's an hour thing. I'm serious.
And the runner-up will get a monster in their pocket.
That's right.
Oh boy,
That's
I hope
right.
I win.
It's good. So Spanky is a monkey. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, that's subtle, isn't it?
It's a pretty
Well
neat
done, game developers. Alright. It also looks really slow. Oh, no, until he moves.
It looks really slow until he moves.
No, look at his ball. Look when he shoots
I'm
the
always
ball.
looking at his ball.
Alright, moving on. We got Sparkster. Now, which of you played a bit of Sparkster? And we're talking about how
I
great
love
it was?
Sparkster.
That was you, wasn't it? It was Russ.
Oh man, Sparkster is awesome.
Good.
So this is awesome. So Sparkster in 2141 by Blecky, who had, just picked the game up a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually featured on SGL, our weekly Thursday speed gaming competitive segment. And, Blecky says, which is totally true, since the goal in SGL covered almost all the entire non-auto-scroller part of Sparkster, I decided to learn the rest of the game. A good run came sooner than expected, but still has some chunky mistakes. The biggest which...
That's a nice word to
Yeah.
use. That's, yeah.
Yeah, good use.
So I guess there's a couple of chunks of mistakes, that's why. So first chunk is 37-second death to the final boss. Oh, that happened to him so many times on SGL. I think this is like a revenge run.
Yeah, I
he
think
just
so.
dumped all of his rage into a full RTA of this game. So a 37-second death to the final boss and a 15 seconds of conservatively taking at the last stage 8 crystal with low health. He says, I might try for a sub 21 soon, but I think with enough attempts, a good run would be close to or under 20 minutes.
Jeez.
And then there's some kind of a tongue twister here. The 33 thieves, The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday.
You
GG's.
sounded
That's
a bit
pretty
like
good.
Daffy Duck when you said that.
So that's
I like that this game's flying along at the speed of light here, yet Spanky's Quest lagged when you threw a ball.
Yeah.
So this is it's
It's
pretty
the Rock
cool.
and
This,
Soccer Robots. They're back.
this is
that
the
was
worst
favorite
part. So after I did this, briefly on the first SGL test episode that nobody saw, I played through the game and I was at this boss for an hour. And
Wow,
couldn't
that
beat
last
it. It was,
punch.
What? You can do that? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. That's what.
Hold on, we gotta see
Okay.
that hit again.
Yeah, bring that back.
Bam!
That pisses me off.
Oh my goodness.
Because just this, the enemy just kind of, it's so weird. He just moves back and forth really fast. You're trying to punch him, he's just blocking, and then he just rushes up to you and just pummels you, and you die, and there's no... Oh, God, what did he do? There's some fucked up manipulation that I don't understand.
You just caught him with a right hook.
It's Blecky.
Took him out. It's Blecky.
So
Chunky
that beat
mistakes.
Hyben by a minute and
Wow. About a minute.
16 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
And he's continuing to do attempts. He was doing some more of them early this morning.
Awesome.
And he's been having some good runs. I mean, I bet that he'll at least beat this time at some point soon. Who knows? Maybe close to 20 minutes. That'd be amazing to see.
Mad good.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's one of the things that I really hope to see more of out of the SGL is that people pick up new games. It's just an exposure to games that you wouldn't normally think about playing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
far
Wait
it's
till
worked.
Blasto Week.
Blast week.
Blasto
Mythical
is
has
next
picked
year.
up.
And then-
Mythical's been working on Kabuki Quantum Fighter. He beat
Yeah,
Tiki's
Vorpal
time.
did that after. What's that? Didn't Vorpal beat Tiki's time?
Mythical beat it. I think Mythical has the faster time right now.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad
Kabuki's
that
been
game's
getting
getting
some
some play
action.
then. Yeah. Cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, nice
All
job,
right.
Lucky.
So Golden, seeing as you're the resident Spider-Man guy around here, according to your background,
That's
can
what
you
they
tell us
say.
about? Yeah, that's what they call you, the Spider-Man, right?
That's sure. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So we have Spider-Man on the PS1 here by none other than Bonesaw 577,
Oh,
and this is any percent on easy, and says really wasn't expecting to improve the time, but this was a very good run. There was a lot more optimization than with previous runs I've done. Areas to improve upon are once again the second Venom fight, Mysterio, who grabbed and punched Spider-Man several times, and the warehouse skip. I mean, if you're gonna make a mistake and describe it, let us know
I think
that
using the most literal terms possible. Yes,
you know.
would be great.
Yeah, let rather than just saying I had a bad fight. No, I got grabbed and punched several times.
Mysterio showed me the pain
Yeah,
in ways I never thought would happen.
the clock continued to tick as I received blow by blow.
Blow after blow as Mysterio relentlessly punched Spider-Man in the head.
Mysterio's now a playable character.
Yeah, I like it. Good job. Thank you very much, Golden.
No problem.
Hey, so this one, I don't know if it's the same sort of thing, but there's that Splatterhouse on the TurboGrafx, right? Is it on the TurboGrafx? I think it is. Right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of a 2D beat 'em up, right? I mean, sort of, right? And Murph has run a few of those. I know Fiesel has two, but shut up, Murph. Would you like to talk about this game?
I guess so. We're on the second Splatterhouse, right?
We're on the.
There's
Well,
only
there's
one.
only one.
Well, oh, I misread.
We're
that
on the one
All
which
right.
has the English
The second
word,
one, which
then
is also the
Japanese
first one.
word.
All right, so
Yeah.
I know this guy put his name in earlier, but I'm
He
gonna
did.
coming at you or something like that. In 1858, still a work in progress with some mistakes. This game doesn't seem to be well known since it was only released in Japan. It's a pretty underrated and silly at times, but a good side scroller more people should pick up. So yeah, it's like Splatterhouse, except you're a little kid and it's all humorous and stuff. So, you know, that's
Yeah.
my favorite part of horror things is when it's all cartoony and silly.
The Parodius of Splatterhouse.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what Wampaku means. It means parody.
But yeah, you jump around, hit stuff with your axe or cleaver or whatever it's supposed to be, and
I think it's his hair, because like his hair disappears quite often.
I thought it was a dinner plate.
And is that a kid? I'm just picturing more of like a Heihachi hair guy, like an old man.
And he's attacking with his hair.
Yeah, because his hair disappears whenever he attacks. But
So it's supposed to be like a lighthearted spin on it, I guess, but there's still like you're still in a place with axes and suits of armor and a guy on a sacrificial table and
well, yeah, it's
What?
happy, silly killing people time. you know?
okay,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, of course.
you murder with a smile on your face, but not a creepy
and-
smile, like a legitimate smile.
That spider is getting hit so hard, it's flying in pieces across the room.
Yeah. And spawning into another spider.
It's
Yeah.
splattering all over the house.
It is. See, when you put it like that, Fiesel, I should have asked you to do this game.
Yeah, that was,
What is this highlight?
it's not a highlight. It's
He's just
the
playing.
video just playing. I got another
Wait,
13
19,
minutes.
you really have to kill 40 of those? Wow.
Wow.
That's what an exciting and fun part of the game.
26 out of...
Oh no, apparently he just has to kill 26. And then she leaves.
Only 26.
It's like highlighting those tile flying rooms in Link to the Past.
Always the most fun. Alright, next up is Super House of Dead Ninjas, which has so popular that it ended up being our Game of the Week thing. So who made this highlight video / decided to put it in the title? Because you're going to do the game.
What?
It was PJ, wasn't it? It was PJ, wasn't it? PJ. No, actually, it was Fiesel. It was Fiesel, wasn't it?
I'll pretend it was me just for the sake of argument here.
Go
So,
for it. You can do it.
Super House of Dead Ninjas. This is a game we've seen a few times before on the show, and it's actually, I think, pretty fun. It's one of those games with a sort of randomly generated level layouts, which is sort of unique in speedrunning. It's a lot of going downward and moving very quickly. So this is the true ending run in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. If it only takes 5 minutes to see the true ending, I can't imagine what the fake ending must be. It's like... That'd be complete garbage.
You spawn and run left and the game ends.
Bad
Anyway,
ending, yeah.
I should say that this is by Ion Gravere, and he has some comments for us. He says, very lucky. Mistakes in execution, getting hit more than I should, and bad platforming. Well, there you go. It's a lucky run with bad execution and mistakes. I love it. I love the things people say about their runs.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end, lost between 5 to 10 seconds. Expect a sub 450 within the next 10 years. Well, he's got this is very realistic. I like these comments because that is how people feel about their runs when they finish them. Oh, it was terrible. Everything was executed so badly. And sometime before I die, I'm eventually going to get a good run of this.
Then you get that asshole friend who's like, no, man, it's a really good run. You did a good job. Like, not everyone can say they got a world record in something. You're like, shut up, friend.
Like, shut up. You've got no
it was
standard.
terrible.
Yeah. You mean
You
that?
don't even...
You don't understand, friend.
Like,
yeah.
if
When you
knew,
enter Caleb Hart's channel and one of the mods there is like, don't you know he's a world record holder? Oh. No, I
But
did
he's
not know
playing
that.
Mario 64. Shut up.
Cool. Well, I always love to see this, so good job with this
Yeah,
run.
this is a really cool game.
I always forget which one it is until I see him going down. And I'm like, oh, it's the one where he goes down.
Yeah.
I hate it. That's why it was for you, Fiesel, because he's going down.
All right, we'll keep tying them together with that thin thread.
That's it, a thin thread, that's it. As loose as possible, but we'll get it done. Alright, it's Mario Sunshine. This is the GameCube Nintendo 100%. Ooh. Samurai Man got 338.29. He said there are still mistakes, death, etc. I'll improve this someday. I had to scroll over to read it. Shut up.
He was experiencing lag because
Sure.
Right.
He's also
he
viewing
threw
on a
a
Game
ball.
Boy. Small viewing window.
Hey, Colden.
Yes.
You want to do 2 games? Did you actually were talking about this earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. So our good friend and jack of all trades when it comes to Super Metroid, Zost, has improved 2 category times this week. And those 2 categories would be reverse boss order in 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 18 seconds. And also 100%, which we'll get to in a minute. But first, I'll just talk about reverse boss order. I don't know a lot about where this category has evolved, but when I started watching it, I remember runs being around 2 hours or more. And I don't know if that's maybe just because I was watching people who were just starting out, but it's amazing to me that it's down to kind of what 100% used to be. It says Cot Power had beaten my previous best with the first Deathless RBO. After he did that run, he found a task that breaks into the back of Lower Norfair. We got together one day and figured out how to do it. It's hard to say, but this route probably saves a couple of minutes, although it leaves you without Screw Attack. This run was saveless and deathless, but can be improved to at least sub 125. So that is
Saveless
pretty
and
impressive.
deathless is impressive. Yeah.
yeah, it's been fun watching his stream. I've been having it on. He's been streaming a lot, and I've been.
He's been
just
doing
kind
that
of
really
listening to the
annoying
background.
Fiesel cam though. That's the problem. Where I'm watching it and suddenly I see him, and I'm like, oh my
You
god,
realize
he's
You didn't
right
realize
there.
he was
The
there.
cam
Yeah.
is the 8-bit Zost cam.
I like
Yeah.
that the X-ray is lighting up his webcam
Mhm.
while he's doing the X-ray climb. Like every time he does the X-ray, the flash on his TV is lighting up where he's sitting.
You do see that when he goes into a slightly brighter room. Like when he fights Kraid. Like, you can see him more clearly. Or if he's in lava. There he is. Look at him X-raying. Oh boy.
I'm
Yep, so
concerned.
Those were the comments for his RBO. And then for his 100% here was a 1:20:27. And the comments there were it's a 49 minute game time. Pretty solid, but had slowest fan tune, a mediocre Ridley, and a number of other mistakes and missed tricks, I'm starting to think sub 120 and sub 48 game time is possible.
Yeah, this RBO is pretty interesting, because I thought it wasn't even a category that people played for speed. I thought it was just like a challenge category.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that had the potential to run it for a long time kind of wrote it off as a category they weren't interested in, and so it's interesting to see it explored now.
Yeah.
By top caliber players.
It's real cool.
Good stuff from Zost.
As usual.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Oh, Fetal, hey.
Here I am.
Go for it. This one's actually your run, so...
I could probably tell you a little something about this. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtles game for the NES. This is an any percent run. That's probably the only category for this game, so I suppose it's a little redundant to say that, unless you want to count pizza percent, where you eat all the pizza. But I diverge. This is a 1912 run by me, by myself, I should say. And let's see. There's been a run on SDA for a number of years by Spider Waffle, who had a 1932, I want to say, somewhere in the 1930-ish range. And I started working on this game. Another person, Reaper of War, picked the game up as well, possibly because he saw me streaming it, or maybe it's just a coincidence. So he's pretty much getting times in this, in like the same area that I am. He got a 119.19, and I got a 119.12, and so I expect that there will be some more competition for this game before I'm done with it. I like this high quality video too. I especially appreciate the work that Gilder puts into these.
Yeah.
Are you submitting this to SDA?
Nah, I'm like sub 19 for sure. Especially now that you'll see
19, holy smokes.
Sub 19 for real. Well, like you can save about 15 seconds in the last corridor, the jetpack corridor, the last corridor of the Technodrome, using strats that you're going to see in this a little later on. But basically, you use the shuriken and you can kill these guys in 2 hits, so you don't have to stop for the jetpack guys all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been informed of a new Splinter face. I have to send it to you, PJ.
Uh-oh.
Gosh.
That is all.
It's way too amusing. And coming out of the TV. Anyways, this is a fun game. There's lots of little optimizations. I mean, this is a game that I think could have a pretty high skill cap. Like, if people really wanted to get serious and optimize the strats, you can do almost everything that the task does if you're just really good. There's only a few things that are frame perfect or require left plus right. Mostly it's just about lag management. You can manipulate the spawns really easily just based on what you kill and how you scroll the screen. So I think there's some work to be done in that too. A lot of manipulation. It's just got all the good stuff that a speedrun should have.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm
So you watch
surprised
this-
that the spawns are manipulatable, because I always thought this was like the most random game ever.
Well, it's really complicated to manipulate them, but when you play consistently, you get consistent spawns, and so I think with a little bit of exploring, you can find, ways of getting the faster monster set in various rooms. Anyway, here's the strat you're seeing here, and I messed it up a couple places, but mostly it's just a few brief stops, and you can kill these guys before they even shoot. And so this corridor used to take like twice as long to get through here.
I would have taken a pizza, but that's okay.
All right, are we good?
I think so. I think we're great.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So, the Terra Enigma time got beaten by a little bit again. This time, I'm gonna go... Oh man, how do you say that?
I'd say sake, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sake Geist. So, like, Rice Wine Ghost.
Yeah.
Got a 4 hours, 27 seconds run. He said, a really bad run. I continued the run after doing a race chapter 3, and this is how it turned out. I forgot to buy a spell, which forced me to backtrack through the Northwest Forest instead of just warping out, which cost me about a minute and a half before the last dungeon of the game. Still a 2-minute improvement over my last run, sub 350, definitely possible. And Ethelond continued his 3D puzzle FPS game speedrun things by improving his ball run. Too late to give it to Fiesel. This is a 1:28:37 on the PC, and he has said, "This run was okay. Some cards can be improved, and I could have had better RNG. At least I hit my goal of sub 130. I think the game has potential to be pretty broken, but I won't put any effort into it right now." So,
Alright.
yeah, and wow, oh my god, this name. God, okay, I'm passing this out on. Who wants this one? Because that's a good name.
I think one of the guests will take that one.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
boy.
so.
Let's give it to Murph then.
I can take.
Oh no, Ness. Okay,
Oh.
then
Ness
Ness.
jumps in.
Ness.
Yeah,
Saved.
yeah. For this game is Thomas Salone by Motion. This is a full game run in 58:40, and he says, "Realized I probably should have explained the game last time. The objective is to get each rectangle to its exit. Each block moves at different speeds, jumps different heights, and may have a special ability depending on the color. Routing is the biggest part of the run, cutting out unnecessary movements by stacking blocks. The most important skill is to be able to switch between blocks quickly. My goal is to get below 58 minutes, which would require no more than 30 seconds of mistakes."
Oh shoot, I have a video for
That was
that,
meant to be our video, yeah, I
but
know.
I'm distracted.
Talking in chat. Stop talking to the chat.
I'm not talking to chat. I'm looking for.
To kill time, by the way, Ness, did you like the GIF?
I did, it's pretty good.
We're ready.
Oh, you ready?
Alright,
It was
Okay,
a
we're
pretty
on
cool
the
GIF.
ball.
you can
I saw
play.
that GIF and I thought, man, do I send that to Peaches or to Nez? And then you were here, and I'm like, oh. I think you can give it to Peaches
Good
too.
use.
You can pass it to Peaches. It's a good GIF though. Right. So you got to get the rectangle to the exit.
Yeah, there'll be. I played this game a little bit. You get eventually to there's like 5 or 6 different rectangles, and you have to move all of them into the exit at the same time. And when all of them are in their little exit rectangles, then you move on to the next stage. And like each one has a different speed and a jumping height, and one of them is like a trampoline, and there's another one that can float in water. So they all have their own unique abilities.
Oh.
And you gotta figure out how to get all of them across.
I like seeing games like this that are literally just rectangles. When everybody's complaining about good games needing graphics, and this is literally just blocks.
I know, I like it. That's something I like about the game.
So who's Thomas?
Thomas is the first one. I'm trying to remember which one
Oh,
is,
no.
but I think it's just
Oh,
the
no.
plain square. They, like, all of this, the characters have, like, their all, like, a very intricate backstory and have conversations with each other.
Alright.
Wow.
PJ, do you want to do these 2 Majora's Mask runs? Because I know how much you love this. We were talking about it earlier, weren't we?
Well, sure, but what about the one that's above that?
Oh yeah, Time Crisis 3, you're right.
Huh.
This is Time Crisis 3, which is a game I've always sort of wished more people ran. Like the Time Crisis, I mean, first of all, time's in the name, right? And secondly, the whole deal of the arcade was completing it quickly. And I always wanted to find somebody who was good at, like, you know, light gun games, right? But hey ho. This is Vega4993 with an 80% in 2610. He said this was almost a perfect run. I really want that perfect run, but I have to get that bad luck at the end. Oh well, this just means I have to try again and get better. And I don't know, I'm going to assume he's using a gun.
Yes, he is.
He is, okay, cool.
Yeah, you can actually. He's got a camera in the video.
Yeah, I'm just loading the video now. So, yeah, I'm actually going to watch this during the rest of the show. So,
Very
because
nice.
I want to see it. But there you go. So good job, Vega. I'm going to watch that right now, and I'll let you know what I think. Hey, PJ, talk about Majora's Mask. I'm
Oh,
just going to
boy,
watch this
I'd
video.
love to. Alright, so we've got a pair of Majora's Masks runs. First is Goron Guy with his specialty, the Goron Guy Special, the All Masks category. So he's got a 2:58.17 now. Says, managed to shave off another 14 seconds. Still not done. 14 seconds in a 3-hour run. NNAP, on the other hand, has improved the any percent. It's down to a 138.51 now. I don't know how big of an improvement that was, but probably an hour. This run was decent, got trolled in the endgame though. I'm gonna try for 136. I think last time we mentioned any percent, SVA had the record. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a 139.10.
139.10. Okay. Yeah, so not a huge improvement. But NNAP is back. I'm sure we'll see it next week.
For the record, this Time Crisis 3 run's really cool. Just so you know.
I'm glad you're vested in the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyway,
hey.
hey,
Murph just volunteered for the next one, I think.
he just
Oh,
did,
hell.
right? He just did.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Coming from someone who has a beat 'em up, I have respect for anyone who's willing to run a game as random as a fighting game. But anyway, any percent with arcade default settings by the tones in, I'm going to assume 7 minutes and 6 seconds. I don't know if that's in-game timer or not.
It better be 7 minutes and 6 seconds,
Yeah.
otherwise we got to get it off the show.
Otherwise, it'd be the Street Fighter 4 All Trials category.
Yeah.
6.5 hours.
Yeah. Bad run, but no one else speedruns this. I shaved 1 minute. Wait, I'm not sure what this notation is. He wrote 1 minute 25, but then he wrote seconds. So I don't know if he meant 1.25 seconds.
No,
or
I think
what,
it's
but anyway.
I think it's 1 minute 25 seconds.
Okay, so he just confused me by writing seconds in addition to writing the time.
Yeah,
So anyway,
right.
off my previous record, but I can probably save another minute with better RNG from the CPU AI. And I don't know, actually I happen to know that a really interesting glitch got found in this game recently where
Oh, yeah.
like you kill off the first character on your opponent's team and then you snap in this like their third character, and instead of just the second character coming out, both of the last characters they have come out. And if you basically if they don't do anything, then the third character just dies like
Yeah.
immediately for no reason. So I don't know if he did that or not, but if he didn't, then I would assume he could save quite a bit of time on that doing that one.
We would
That
just
would
like
be
to
awful to run.
We'd
Yeah.
like to have a disclaimer here from TSSB. I think pretty much the worst decision you can make in your life, alongside, you know what, I will rob that bank with you, is, you know what, I'm going to run a fighting game.
Sure, I'll
It's
co-op a
basically-
game with PJ.
Yeah, it's like that level of stupid. Kids don't ever do it. Never run a fighting game. It's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Alright, hey, last one. Feezy Fees, take us home.
All right, I'm taking us home. This last game, continuing with this theme that we've been doing
Yeah.
all episode.
This is the Feasel theme of the show.
Yes, exactly. This is Zelda 2,
Tweet
The
the
Adventure
theme
of Link.
to
Tweet
us.
If you can spot the theme,
figured
tweet
it out.
to us.
Yeah.
So this is Zelda 2, Adventure of Link for the NES. This is a New Game Plus glitched. So this is New Game Plus with large skip glitches where you basically are doing the healer glitch and getting yourself into predicaments that you shouldn't be in 10 minutes and 10 seconds by Insult. He says, after 3 months, I have finally clawed another second and a half out of this run. All right. I have eliminated all large mistakes from the run, but had slightly worse encounters than I'd like, and a decidedly average Dark Link fight. I want to cut out those encounters, have Dark Link not be a huge mean jerk. Good luck with that. Have the same level of play, just small mistakes to hopefully avoid, and repeat the good luck in other areas of this run. The strats I'm currently using, just under 10 minutes is the goal. So basically what he's doing here, if you don't know what this glitched thing is, basically it's a way to do wrong warps in this game, and New Game Plus means you get to start with the jump and fairy spell already, so you don't need to do the stuff to get that, which changes the route that you would take versus, a new game glitched run. So basically what he does is he does the healer glitch twice. He does it once in the Shield Town, takes him to King's Tomb. He does it again in the Fairy Town, which takes you to Bagu. So Bagu's back in the run again, which is great.
Baku in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, no. Thank you
Good
for
effort,
that.
though.
So
Good effort.
It's a serious question, man.
just,
Very serious.
Just go back to watching Time Crisis.
I am. I'm watching it. Don't worry.
So the run is basically self-explanatory. What you're seeing here obviously explains what's going on pretty well.
Red split, red split, red split, red split, red split. Minus 10.
Wow.
You got to get a Zelda star where it counts, right at the end.
Yep,
Last split red. All right, cool. That was all the records. We did them.
we did it.
You got
Good
through
job,
them.
everybody.
Yay!
Wasn't
Nicely
that
done.
Well done. There's also a little task to mention. The Crash Bandicoot task was finished. A Japanese guy came out and did it, and I got a few comments here from Kane Apache, who very nicely told us all about it, or told me all about it. And it is the Crash Bandicoot 80% on the Japanese version by Pirohiko in 3619.85, which was 9 minutes quicker than the previous Crash Bandicoot task. I have a little video here that I will link to everybody in the chat. I'll throw it at our helpers as well, so they can do whatever they want to do with it. He says, basically, there's some really cool techniques and tricks in that. And he does a double jump all over the place that none of the other tasks know how to do.
Huh.
So they have no idea how he's double jumping. But he's doing it.
Good.
He's also got
good.
this swanky, TAS UI with, a shows exactly where his stick's pointing, and it's got this spin gauge and stuff, and he, teleports around maps and that. It's really funky, so go watch that. If you're a fan of Crash, of course. So there you go.
All right.
That gift, Feasel. What have you done? Oh, Russ made it.
Yeah, I didn't.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, it was one random announcement here. We are working on making... Oh, good. Here it comes. And it's gone. We're working on making a new intro video for the show. And we would like to solicit the help of the community to find some good videos for us. So basically what we're looking for is footage of a game with some good skips, glitches, or whatever, something interesting to show. And we want clips that are maybe relatively short, maybe about a minute-long clip with the glitch or whatever being something somewhere in the center of it. So we'll say 10 seconds of good, glitchy action with some context footage around it would be what we're after. That would be ideal. But any kind of clip that you have of good speedrun gameplay will do, and we'll make something out of that. And I don't know, it'd be a cool project because it's something Gildersleeve is working on, and you've seen the great work done there.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for those who wish to submit videos. Should these games be famous games? Should they be popular games from TSSB's past, like Octodad or
a boy in
Dark
his blob.
Forces, or a boy in his blob? Right,
Well,
exactly.
It sounds like there's a lot of leeway here.
Yeah, what sort of games are we looking for, Feasel? Just anything?
Well, I don't know. Maybe see what strikes our fancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Personally,
submit the
I think
highest.
Intro video.
What?
Oh,
I think the entire intro video should just be TK 6401%. The whole run.
different.
Rolling
moves.
oranges.
Just funky weapons glitch. That's all.
We're gonna make
apple bumping.
a cannon out of the moon kick. So it's just gonna be the moon clip starting 2 seconds after itself again and again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. Also,
yeah,
submit
how
the
should
highest
they-
quality footage you can. Emulator footage is fine if it looks great.
Yeah, and how should they send that to us?
I would say probably just send an email to our tssbreak@gmail address.
There you go.
Throw it in a padded envelope and put it in the mail.
Or you can PM Gildersleeve. You can PM
Yeah.
the Great Gildersleeve on Twitch.
They are.
So either one of those works.
Also, while pimping stuff, follow TSSBreak on Twitter, which recently passed 1,000 followers
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
There
GG.
you go. You'll get a question every so often. On Friday, we asked how would you kill speedrunning if you needed to. We had some very good suggestions. One of them was to make PJ the Twitch admin. Which was a really good one. That was from Vorpal.
Pretty
I'm
legit.
going to load up the other one because there were two others that were really good too. Hang on, where are they? Golden's one. Oh, hey, Golden's one. Replacing every real game with a randomizer equivalent. That would be good.
It worked for Pokemon. I don't know.
And then close SRL, Twitch, and other streaming sites, and every run that exists has to be SDA quality requirements, which effectively kills speedrunning for everybody, except those who can get SDA quality runs, which are really hard to get nowadays. What the hell happened? Why
That's
can't they just
interesting,
accept
because
any
it's
old
actually
random
really
one?
easy to get SDA quality runs.
Yeah, it really is.
Really
Yep.
easy.
You just have to.
For me.
It's
What
like
the
the
hell?
requirement is spending like 15 minutes to actually figure out what you're doing.
Yeah, you
Damn
know
it,
that
what the hell
Nate,
happened with my games? I
Nate
tried
has
online.
Nate has a bunch
PC
of
games.
easy caps that he was offering to send people for free, like last year.
I don't mean video quality, I mean gameplay quality.
Well, there's nothing we can do to help you
Oh,
with
that's
that. Cookie.
completely
Sorry.
different then.
Yeah,
That's up
that's-
to you.
It's all good. Anyway, we'd also like to thank all of our helpers. That's Hitmanity, Arcano, Green K4, the Great Gilda Sneeze, and there's one more. There's one more, isn't there?
We're not helping you. Not helping
Oh,
you.
come on, you gotta help me, man. Otherwise, they're not gonna get any credit. There's not one more, is there? You guys don't know who I'm talking about.
No,
I
we're
can't
gonna wait
remember.
till you find
I
it.
wasn't paying attention because I gotta push buttons.
I don't know, whatever. Next week, is that it? Right. No, we gotta do shout-outs for our guests. Guests, come on, guests. Nez.
Yeah.
Shout-outs.
Okay. Shout outs to everyone. You're all good.
Oh, cool.
And also, I'm gonna be doing a N64 marathon on my channel from the 17th to 19th, with me playing as much bad games, aka N64 games, for 3 days with a bunch of cool guest runners. So that should be pretty cool.
Cool, next weekend.
It was good
That's
fun
cool.
last year. I remember watching much of it. I remember
Yeah.
paying for you to play Lego races.
And I did
you
really,
were-
really bad.
You were terrible. It was a waste of money. I want it back.
I did that to spite you.
Yeah, it wasn't a good run, but alack and alas, we shall move on. Golden. Anything you'd like to say?
Sure. It is Mother's Day after all, so happy Mother's Day to Gold Mom. Got to share the day with her today.
Aw.
But other than that, like I said, or like Ness had mentioned, I guess, and I think you guys should all watch his N64-a-thon. I'll be playing some Mario Tennis in that against him, actually,
Oh boy. Oh,
at
boy.
some
mean
point.
against
So if you like,
Optimus?
yeah, pretty much. So I mean, that wouldn't be close, so that might not be worth my time. But in any case, definitely watch that. And then also check out the Mega Marathon, which is going to be the weekend afterwards. And that's at twitch.tv/Mega Marathon. And that's raising money, kind of like Number SMW did to get people to Awesome Games Done Quick. They're doing the same sort of thing to get people to SGDQ as well. So head over there and check that out.
That's gonna be cool. I'm playing that as well, so everyone check that out.
Which one is that?
Mega Marathon.
Oh, cool.
What about that
Yeah.
other little thing that you do, Golden, from time to time? Showcase race?
Oh, I've been taking a break from that. So it's been Pi and different people filling in with him. So
Oh, well, don't watch it then.
I'll plug it anyway. You should watch the showcase race as well.
Right, there you go.
But yeah, other than that, looking forward to SGDQ and seeing everybody again. So
Cool. All
thanks
right,
for having me on the show.
no worries. And Murph.
Well, I guess I can repeat the Happy Mother's Day sentiment.
Except you
No,
didn't
it's
spend
all
the
the-
day with Gold Mom. You spent it with.
No, I
Yeah.
spent a couple hours with my actual mom.
Right.
And then thanks to all the people who put up with me resetting about 5,000 times to get out of the first stage in games.
Yep.
And I guess as long as we're talking about marathons, I am planning in the next couple weeks here sometime. I haven't decided when, but I'm going to go through and play at least several minutes of all of the bad fighters that I've collected. So
Oh,
if you
God.
want to see a whole lot of really, really bad fighters, then yeah, you
I
can
like
check
it.
out my stream, and I'll actually make a schedule for that at some point. But
All right.
yeah, it's gonna be a complete disaster.
Okay.
Right, really overselling that one.
Yeah. not
hold
to. Okay, not to compete with Nez's N64-a-thon, but I'm pretty sure next week's also going to be the Vice City 100% race. The single segment 100% race. Nobody actually knows the route for 100%, and none of the runners run 100%.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
But cool they're doing it.
Yeah, so check that out. It'll be somewhere on SRL next weekend. So if you're not enjoying one of the 4 N64-a-thon games that's going on at that moment, then you can maybe check out a bit of that run. So yeah, I don't know how long that's going to be, but it's going to be long. Yeah. Anything else we need to say before we move on? You need to find somebody to raid, and then I need to tell us about what's coming up.
Sinister One is doing his own marathon as well on the 18th. I might as well just mention that. So everyone check out his channel next
There's
weekend.
so
too.
many.
Just
All right.
fire up all the streams at once. Just donate to everything, whatever.
Cool. Yeah, do it. And yeah, if you guys just want to grab someone to raid, and I will tell you next week, we don't actually have a plan for an episode. We got a bunch of episode plans, like cool episodes, but like nearly all the guests are European, which is really hard to organize. So
Yeah.
we don't have one for next week right now, but the week after is 90% going to be Link's Awakening DX with Ducky and Jukob.
90%'s
So-
a pretty weird category to cover.
Yeah, 90%. It's an odd one. It's no color dungeon, basically. So, yeah, Link's Awakening the week after next. We're not really too sure what's going to be next week, but we got a bunch of ideas. We need to get on that. I don't think there's anything else I can talk about, is there? I mean, there's nothing else happening. Not that there's any secrets.
No, ProJN just got a new 100% all keys record.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Just
God.
like 2 seconds ago.
1:18:19.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
By almost 40 seconds. Dang.
GG.
All right. Do we have a rate? I think Golden's made one suggestion, so that'll do, right?
I have made a suggestion. I don't know if you guys are okay with this, but
I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Yes, I'm okay with that.
all right.
Let's do it.
Nez, are you okay with
Which
it?
one?
Nez, it's in the chat.
Lee. Oh, I had the same.
Oh no, you ruined it.
I had
You
the
ruined
same
it. That's
suggestion.
okay.
Spoiler alert.
Well, we all
Right.
agreed. We all agreed.
all agreed.
He was inquiring to Flicky.
Yeah.
Right,
to
yeah.
confirm.
Lee, that's me.
Lee.
I'm Lee.
If I was
Yes,
quick
I
enough on
agree.
the uptake, I could have cut the stream before that actually went live. But
I think so, Kevin. I agree, Kevin. Yes, Kevin. Good idea. All right, let's go. We're going to raid Lee_SDA. If you would like to hang around in our stream while we play some ads after the stream, that'd be great. It's up to you, though.
Or if you
Go
want to
raid.
hang out with your mom instead, that's fine. We understand.
Go raid Lee on Twitch. That's Lee_SDA. Post his thing in the chat, and you're going to say, I don't know, what should they say? Golden, what are they going to say? Golden, what do they say?
should say, hi.
Hi.
Sure.
Hi.
Hi.
Remember the
Hi.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
So long.
Bye.
We have to take this woman to a hospital immediately. A hospital? What is it? Well, it's a big building with a lot of people inside.
Cigarette? Yes, I know.